It's the Joe Show. It's the Joe Show. It's the Joe Show. It's the Joe Show. On a sick one. On a sick one.
On a sick one.
On a sick one.
On a sick one.
On a sick one. On a sick one. And we are back. It is episode 10 of the On a Sick One podcast, and it wouldn't be On a Sick One, and I wouldn't even be able to do this podcast if it wasn't for a couple of people, okay? Two of those people are here with me right now. The first one that I want to talk to, Full-Time Tony. It's great to have you here.
Thanks.
He had to be on the FaceTime on the last episode a little bit, but he was still here. So Tony's 10 for 10 because it's full-time, never part-time Tony. Tony, last night, comedy show. Probably the dopest one that we've ever thrown. Shout out to Craig Conant for coming.
Definitely. Probably one of the sickest shows. Probably one of the sickest.
And
It was so great to have you there, Jeff.
Amazing time.
so I wanted to do a sick-ass intro for my fucking episode 10 guest, but couldn't tap in on the comedy show because Jeff was not there last night. And I guess it's my fault. Jeff, can you elaborate on why the fuck this is my fault? And by the way, JBreww's in the motherfucking house for episode 2. JBreww, let's go. Welcome. Welcome.
We're back.
I'm so
back.
we're
So
so-
you were there
so
last
happy.
night.
I was not at Joe Show. Actually, we were planning on it. My girlfriend and I were planning on going to Joe Show. Last week, the tickets weren't sold out. This week, well, actually, yesterday, apparently they were. And Joe didn't have room to let us in there, apparently. But I'm still here.
Damn, dude.
Actually, honestly, we were so fired up to do this, and fuck.
So Jeff wasn't there. It's my fault. JBreww, I apologize, but I am not sorry at all. This is why.
He's like, okay, no, you can come. Oh, no, I got you. You can come, but you might have to sit at the bar behind the plexiglass. But they have speakers in there so you can hear what's going on. I was like, for sure.
You kept it real.
I kept it 1,000,
I mean,
and
yeah,
sometimes
well-
it'd be like that. I also have been really bad lately at being like, you get in. Here's a free pre-roll. What do you need? Fucking giveaway, Joe giveaway. So, you know what, dude? I had to put my motherfucking foot down last night and decline one of my best friends from coming into the show. And he almost didn't show up today, so he's here full-time. JBreww didn't get saved a ticket. 50-50 blame there. Can you accept half of the responsibility for JBreww not
No,
being there?
I'm not gonna accept any responsibility. Everyone knows what these shows happen every fucking month. The posts get put out.
is like the 14th show.
If you would like a ticket, then DM Joe and or me and say, hey, I'm gonna come to the show. If you're one of Joe's homie, I will send you a discount code. You will get the homie hookup on a ticket. And if you're fucking JBreww, maybe just get in for free. I'll just save you the fucking
Okay, so
ticket.
basically the thing is, Tony, the thing is, on the way home from Arizona, I talked to Joe about coming to the show. I told him Michelle and I were coming to the show. Did I not?
Yeah, I think that's all factual.
Okay,
You know
so-
what? though? We
this
sold
is-
80
No,
tickets
I didn't go
on
online
Eventbrite.
and
This is new
buy the
information to me.
tickets. But to be fair, I just drove, 14 hours. Sent it pretty hard all weekend. Drove another 14 hours.
Yeah, and that was a solo
Came back.
journey, yes?
Solo journey, yes. Came back, went straight to work, and then I've been trying to catch up on some sleep.
Beat the Heat 2022.
That's
Beat the
fair.
Heat.
Dude.
Arizona, eh?
So you're loading up for that one, and you're alone. That must have been nice. You didn't have a fucking friend to tag along and hanging out with you as friends.
Yeah, usually I have young T with me, baby T. We've been on tour all year. Sending the cup.
Baby
But baby T's hurt right now, and yeah, I just sent it solo mission to Arizona to catch Beat the Heat, which was sick as fuck.
So I'm sorry if on your way back from Beat the Heat, JBreww, that I did not fucking solid and guarantee you 2 tickets. But
It's okay.
tell him what he missed last night, though, real quick before we
mean,
tap it on
Yeah,
Beat
you
the
guys
Heat.
talk about the show that I
It
wasn't
was
at.
Tell him
a
JBreww wants to
banger.
skip over the comedy show because he's like, I wasn't there. This is my episode. Fuck that.
Banger comedy show. We had Craig Conant in the building. Craig is like a really big comedian right now. He's like ultra viral on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Funny guy.
Really funny, really nice guy. This was the most sold out show we ever had. These were the highest priced tickets we ever had.
Are you eating Swedish fish?
Yes, I am.
JBreww's a sicko.
And it was a good monument for me and Joe. So I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, my fucking milestone for sure.
Milestone.
Not happy, not satisfied. Got to go up. Got to get better.
Next
Got to do
one.
more. So it's on to the next one.
I do got a funny story though from last night.
So,
I mean, should
yeah, I know what this
should
story
I tell
is.
it or should I?
you guys know what a catfish is? Have you ever been catfished?
So it's okay. So let's just start.
I
off
caught
by
a pregnant catfish one time with my dad camping out in Michigan. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. My dad was like, "Watch this, son," and just like pushed the belly, and all the fucking fish eggs went slurping out of it. Yeah, it was gnarly.
Oh.
It was cool though. I felt like we kind of released those babies. It was time for them to get on with their lives. Anyways, catfish. Last night comedy show. Full time Tony's like, "Hey Joe, do you know this person?" I'm like, "Nah, never seen her." He's like, "It's kind of weird. There's not that many pictures on there and shit." He's like, "But the conversation seems super legitimate." And I'm pretty sure you did indeed get catfished last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Did he show up?
well, that is up to debate. That's up to debate. That's up to debate. So, full-time or part-time Tony is recently single, like 3-4 months ago, and so your boy's eligible bachelor. So people be sliding into the DMs. I'm very wary when girls slide into my DMs instead of the other way around, just because it's like, what are your intentions? And so this girl slid into my DMs. Cute, whatever. She like messaged me like two times, and I didn't respond. Third time, she asked me like, "Do you come to Reno a lot?" We had a conversation. We checked a couple boxes. I checked a couple boxes to make sure she wasn't like a scammer or whatever. She had a pretty convincing story, and so I was like, "Yo," because I'm not gonna meet this. Like, I'm not gonna give her my address or anything to my Airbnb.
Oh, thank God you
I was
didn't,
like,
dude.
I'm gonna meet you in public because I'm not a fucking psychopath. So I tell her like, "Yo, I throw a comedy show. Come through." She bought a fucking ticket. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner at Mexcal, which is a restaurant here in Reno, right down the street from the venue, and I'm gonna come through after." And I completely forgot that she was supposed to be coming. And like towards the end of the show, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like this girl's supposed to come. I'm thinking she didn't get let in, so I like look at my DMs to text her. I'm like, "Oh shit, she didn't text me or anything. She's not here." I said, "Are you coming still?" About 5 minutes later, a very, very much older lady, potentially man, walks into the
Yeah, that's the whole time he's telling this. It's all leading up to me being like, I'm pretty sure it was a dude, either that or it was a fucking alien dressed like a person, dude. And this thing, it was
So she
interesting.
So this lady walks in, and there's no one at the comedy show besides people at the comedy show. And she walks in, she's wearing like a red Mickey, like a Minnie Mouse dress, and like she's just like fucking staring at me, like just like hardcore staring at me. I'm trying not to look at her because I can feel it. And my boy Devin was there to help us run the door, and he's like, "Yo," he like came over, he's like, "Yo," for some reason this old bitch at the bar is staring at you hardcore, and like wants you to like make eye contact. I was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that." And
Full-time Tony got catfished.
and so I tell Devin, like, "Yo, like this is what happened, da da da." He goes, "You know what's so crazy? This lady had an iPad at the bar, and she had my profile. She pulled up my profile, pulled up on it, and Devin was like, "Yeah, you just like were not paying attention to her, so she got mad, got up, and then dipped."
Yeah, I was outside smoking a stogie when she dipped. She left
that's insane.
whatever that thing was, left in a Volkswagen Bug drop top, red colored. That's very interesting
I coulda gotten that
catfish there.
So yeah, that happened to me.
I was
So-
thankful that you admitted it and you accepted it.
Well,
and sometimes you get catfish. Make sure you do it. If it seems too good to be true, probably, you know what? It's probably that way.
Well, I knew I was like 40%.
Did she look like anything like?
She looked like an
profile
alien.
picture.
No.
Dude, this
No.
lady, the girl in the profile picture looks 22. This girl looked 90.
Yeah, no, she wasn't 90. She was about 66.
And she
Looking for full
I-
time Tony's pickup sticks.
I bet you, I guarantee you she watches the podcast. So if you're watching, good try. Good try, I
fucking
wish,
have fun flying back to planet Neptire.
I wish I could have got a photo with her though. To be just
You know what, man? That it was out doing its thing, but you weren't there. Thank you for elaborating on that phenomenal comedy show. Shout out to everybody involved. It's one of my favorite things that I do. One of my favorite people in the world is JBreww, though. And JBreww, I want to get back to beat the motherfucking heat, beat your meat, beat your stick, whatever you want to call it. So you're solo dolo, fucking mobbing out to AZ. It was cool to see you go on a solo dolo adventure. Pretty sure that when you do go to beat the heat, I haven't been to that one. I really want to make it. Shout out to all the boys in AZ, a bunch of sickos in Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona goes off tough.
But what's up? Like, there's a lot of riding that goes on and involved and beat the heat and out there with those boys. So when you got there, how was the ride vibe? Was it like riding right away? Did you guys go out to the bars? Like, what happened?
So basically, I was actually running late. Kevin, who runs Scrape City and was, involved in making some stuff happen
Love
this
you, B-Rock.
past weekend. B-Rock. B-Rock.
Yeah.
They were gonna go on like a lunch ride, which is gonna leave at noon, and I had to go pick up my new T-shirts, which Nice shirt, Joe.
Thank you. Nice shirt, JBreww.
Thanks.
Sheesh, man. I feel good as fuck in this shirt.
Can we see the back of it, please?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be able to see it, but
No.
you have to get on the chair, my boy. You have to get on the chair. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, these are my new shirts. All gas, no brakes. B
All gas,
Squad.
no brakes. B Squad.
How you doing?
How you doing?
But yeah, it was sick. So actually, I missed the ride. I actually made him hold it off for a little bit, and then I realized I was a little bit too late. Got the shirts, came back. They went on the ride. Tried to get everything intact. Go to Walmart, get a phone case for my phone, get some stuff done. And then
What a list of shit to do.
I actually there's so much more to it, but I'm waiting till the last minute. I worked all day. I drove. I made like an hour out of Vegas, slept. Got to Arizona around like 10-ish. I don't know, pretty nice drive. And then
Did you like the solo journey vibe life?
it's
Fucking
chill,
modern?
make a couple phone calls, listen to whatever the fuck you want. It depends who you go on a road trip with. Joe has the bladder of a 2-year-old. So we're stopping
Well, you're usually gonna be slurking down a bunch of fucking beers in the back.
every 2 or 3.
Bush light or bush
3
heavy fucking
exits.
in the back with a 30 rack.
But no, it's sick. Like solo missions are cool.
I don't have a small bladder, by the way.
No, but yeah. It was chill, made it. The big hype on Friday night is the night ride, the hood ride. Check Phoenix out. And like that area is like all about the bike life. I'm talking like gangster dudes show up on like dirt bikes, quads, whatever. Like, and everyone's like, no, we don't want that. I'm kind of in the mix, like, yo, what's up? Like I rode with them last year, you know what I mean? Like, oh, nah. Like the craziest shit, dude. Like quad gods, like just spin it. And like
Oh, yeah.
Friday night ride, like last year I did it with like Andy and like all the homies, and last year was intense, like right into it. Andy and I were like, we had a couple vodka Red Bulls, trying to turn we're like, now we'll be all right. 5 minutes into the ride, like helicopters on us, spotlights on us. We're in the middle of like all the dirt bikes and the quads, and I'm like, dude, this is kind of fucked up. Like, and then next you feel like you're on like Grand Theft Auto, and it's like these helicopters like right over you, And this is last year, so this year I was kind of like preparing for that, like. Rough wanted to come and stuff like that, but I didn't really want to like throw him in the mix fully with like what was going to happen. And
That's a sicko ride.
it's a sick ride. And lo and behold, all Friday night, literally like they weren't really at the meetup spot. Once we get going, helicopters above us the whole entire ride. Followed us, whole entire ride, start to finish, like, which is whatever, no stress, but it's like, kind of just like that stress. Like,
Why do they follow you guys like that? Just like to
Probably-
like keep like a tab on you? Like, doesn't make any sense. It's like a waste of
I feel like they're
resources.
just trying to break it up. They're trying to get everybody to.
Honestly, it looks probably pretty sweet on camera though.
participate.
to them,
To you, like the spotlight hitting you while you just
they didn't have the
ripping.
spotlight on this time, which is kind of
Just
weird.
imagine JBreww just like looking up. He's like, yeah.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
dude, my bike sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm trying to
He's
chill.
parked right
bruh.
next. He's at the light with the quads and the dirt bike. Fucking
No,
two-strokes and
I'm
shit.
like
He's just
fully in the
like,
mix.
he's like, man, my bike's really fucking bright to be out here with all these quad gods and fucking dirt bikes.
It is bright, dude, and like that's what
From a
stresses me
helicopter,
out.
you probably see that thing. It looks like a shining star down on the ground. It's like, I'm over here.
Well, dude, yeah, like his junkyard got literally. We went on this bike night in Sac like 2 years ago or last summer. We all went out. CJ hypes this whole ride up. Come to bike night. He's trying to get me to go to bike night. We go to Sac bike night. It's like me and Tallboy roll down there, show up. All the boys are there. Junkyard's out here, So we're like, yeah, we're about to tear it up. We show up to the meetup spot, just shut it down. Everybody's like smoking the place out. It's like absolutely insane. They all like knew like there was like a heavy crew coming. We all like take out in the street in Sac. Well, I don't even know if I should be saying that, but
We can bleep it out.
It was me.
yeah. Anyway, oh my god,
We
dude.
were all there.
Oh shit. So
This is a dream I had.
we take off, and
This
like,
ain't real.
I'm like, dude, that was also intense, and I'm like, this is the first time they come in like tough.
Was
And I'm
there
like,
helos out there in that one?
Oh, are there?
So
Tough.
Junkyard was out there trying to bright like a diamond?
Yeah, well, he's fucking doing wheelies and shit, and like,
Fuck yeah, he was.
Like, he had someone on his bike too. I think he's like doing 2-up wheelies, like just full send, yada yada. Anyways, we make it through the whole ride. We pull up to this like end spot. There's like literally 200 people there, easy. Like everyone, whether you're on the ride or not, you're like going to this spot. The cops come up. We're parked right next to each other, and like literally, like obviously my bike sticks out tough. They go right up to him, and they're like, "We saw you, yada yada," and he's like, "No, like," and whatever. They impound his bike, and then fucking take his bike.
Fuck.
Like,
So when the helo was over top in Arizona, you're like in the back of your head, you're like, by any means, don't stop, keep cruising. stand this bitch up in fucking
At
Friday
that
night
point,
head revs.
no. Like, yeah.
Was B-Rup not there?
Kev was there.
Kev was there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
tough.
What was Kev saying to you? It's fine.
On the
It's
ride,
all
no,
good.
he wants everyone to be chill. He doesn't like the whole dirt bike scene and stuff.
I can
I'm
see
like
him
in the
getting
mix. I'm
upset
like, "What's
about
up, boys?" Like, two-stroke blue smoke. What's up? You know, like, and I'm fully in the mix with all those dudes. You know, and then he actually, to the extent of, yeah, like, so those guys are pretty ruthless. Like I mean, some of them are like power wheeling through the pack. Like it is sketchy, but like I go there for that reason. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
where
fuck
else?
yeah.
Where else are we riding on the streets with like 4-wheelers and shit? It's hilarious.
So the Helos ended up kind of spooling around. The ride broke up. You guys ended up at a bar?
They didn't, you know, they followed us to the end spot and yada yada, and then these guys just start loading up 4-wheelers like tough. Like they'd put like 4 or 5 in one truck. I don't even know how they were doing it. And like then we're all there, and then we're all there. This is like the bar we always end up at. You know, we're all like hanging out. We're hanging out, and then next thing you know, it's like the burnout pit starts, and we're like, you're not leaving unless you do a burnout, like burnout or get out, you know. And then like, oh, these guys are trying to leave, and I'm like, oh, light them up. And like, there's all the homies are out there, and this kid's like, all right, and he's like on the street bike, he's like, yeah, and just popping it forward, and I'm like, oh god, I'm like, get on the brake, and this buddy comes up, he's just like, yeah, just totally lighting him. Smokes the place out, and that just gets it started. Then like Zach Tyler comes out, and like me, Jesse Ryan, like just smoking the place out, like all popping tires, like fucking next thing you know, cops show up. It's like complete smoke show. You can't see anything. Blue lights come in, and we're all got our phones out. Like I hop on my bike, we're like all in the front, and the cop comes in, stops, and we're all like, "What's up?" It just takes the lights off, throws it in reverse, and backs out of the parking lot so fast, like. And then the havoc just continued, and that was Friday till about like 2-something. Everybody popped their tires.
Yeah, no, I was watching you guys burn it down in the stories. I saw it in the back of fucking Kenny's truck.
Yeah, it was an
Just letting her
Maximilian's
eat.
truck. Yeah,
strapped down in
feeder.
the back of this little truck. His bike was in the back. He's fired it up. Just starts blowing the tire on the back of the tailgate.
Maximilian, it was so funny. Yeah, I got sketched out though because I got new wheels, so I was like, I'm not trying to fuck the wheels up. We don't do burnouts on the flat tire.
Oh
not
shit! Night one beat the heat was fucking insane. I wouldn't have guessed it any other way. Saturday, Sunday, was it just mobbing tough each day? Which one was your fucking favorite? Did you get some footy out there?
I did. Actually, honestly, Friday night on the hood ride, holy shit. Craziest stuff. So I'm like doing this roller. My bike's like clicking and clacking like crazy right now. I think my lifter's like failing. I'm not really sure. So we were making some noise, a little embarrassing at stoplights. But so whatever, I was like feeling a little off and just like throwing some fat rollers down, and I finally get in a groove, and I'm just back and forth. Fucking, I didn't even see this literally till after. Like I seen the rotor, I seen my exhaust, like my rotor's completely glowing, yada yada, and then like
that was a hell of a roller.
yeah, fatty. And then my buddy's like, dude, how about the guy hitting the white SUV in the video? And I didn't even see that yet. So I'm doing roller, and then I rewatch a video that I already seen 100 times. And this dude's got his phone out filming me. Literally, I'm all, come back. This guy hits a fucking white SUV head on. It was like a Chevy Tahoe or something.
What?
Oh,
dude, head on.
No,
Head on.
that's sketch. That's sketch.
And he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. His
I
buddy hit me
thought
up.
you meant it was like a light hit of the back.
He's like, yeah, man, fuck yeah, dude, you're
No,
killing it.
he was, like, getting it.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, bow van.
Yeah.
fuck.
It was probably a fucking Astro Chevy van.
No, it wasn't a van. It was SUV.
Oh, okay, it was like a Chevy Tahoe.
Like a Suburban?
Trailblazer or something.
And he didn't die.
It's okay.
I want to see the fucking footage from his phone.
Yeah, same.
Hopefully, he has an iPhone 14.
I know, right? Like right over the hood.
Hey,
I'm
hit
like,
us
oh my
up,
God.
dude. If we're trying to get that clip.
He's all good though. His homie hit me up. We're not gonna put him on blast. He's good though.
It looked like there was just some straight sickos out there in Arizona.
There's so many people out
It's
there.
so crazy, dude. You've made it to so much fucking stuff this year. Your
We've done a lot.
2022 has been fucking unreal, dude.
We've been on a tear since the last time we were here.
Arizona just happened. You just
Arizona.
were living that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. We've done a lot, Joe. You've been there for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Joe.
and Jeff. 2022.
Jeff's back.
We're just gonna fucking start recapping over some dope shit that we've done. As of recent too, we just did the Tracy Driveway show.
Maybe we should start like
You want to go way back?
the first thing we did was Mexico,
Fuck.
right?
Spring a dish.
Since
yeah.
last time we were here, we went to TSR.
Yeah. I forgot about that. We probably left off talking about going to TSR.
So
Yeah,
actually,
you
this
guys
is hilarious. This brings up the Friday night thing, which we're not even in Mexico. We're going to Mexico, or was that Thursday? No, that was Wheelie Wednesday. Joe and I leave for TSR so early because we have to make. Oh no, it was Startle Thursday. Sorry, they got all.
So as a fucking
all these fucking rides, dude. So we make it. It's all hyped up. Fucking this kid Josh. He's a filmer. He's asking anyone and everyone, yeah, can I ride your bike? I'll get the shots. Joe's like, oh, yeah, you can go on this before we even get to Mexico, right?
I definitely didn't say, yeah, come on, man. CJ asked me if it was cool. I said, yeah, for you, bro.
So anyway, CJ actually pulls up with Josh on the back. We go to the ride. We're on this ride. How long was that?
Fucking 22 minutes in.
22 minutes
And we were getting the clips of a lifetime.
They were getting clips.
They were fire.
Next thing you know, I'm like kind of in the back chilling, and then I just see like some sort of accident. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but turns out it's Joe. Someone's falling off the back of the bike. This bike's wobbling. Some guy's doing a wheelies by, comes down. It's Joe. Joe just got his fender belt by sideways.
Blows my hands off the bar, swap, fucking roll on the ground. My helmet never hit the ground. Fucking Josh's foot gets blown off. I thought his whole leg was missing. From the knee down, I thought it was gone.
You got
Like
hit?
the way,
Dude,
fuck yeah.
Oh my
You
god!
didn't
And
even
this
tell me
kid,
that.
I thought so. We stopped the ride. I'm in there. He's like, my leg, and I'm like thinking, like I've been through some fucked up shit. I'm thinking like I'm about to see like some compound fracture, crazy.
I thought his
shit.
shin bone got blown off.
I don't even know what happened, and
Just dragged him to the side. Put him in the grass. I was like, calm down, chill. I'm
Chill,
unscathed.
it's going to
I'm
be
not
okay.
injured at all. Like I'm more upset that I got clipped. I feel bad for Josh. Obviously, he gets his fucking leg blown off. My fender is fucked, and it was kind of like, damn, dude. I just went through all this effort.
The night before Mexico,
we made it
trying
out
to
to
get the
San
bikes dialed
Diego
for this trip,
Like
like-
I'm on this ride. I didn't want anybody on the back of my motherfucking bike. But you know what? You take those risks when you go out there on these fucking rides. And I just so
what
happened to
happens.
get clipped. It happens.
Shit happens.
You fuck up, you hit somebody, handle it. That's all I got to say about that. So yeah, my fender's still fucked.
Throttle Thursday.
Throttle Thursday. So we make it through that night, barely. Next day, we're headed to Mexico.
Mexico.
What did we even do Friday night in Mexico?
Fuck.
So we successfully made it across the border. No
Yeah,
problemo.
that was like step one. To me, that was everything. I was like, once we're there,
Actually, someone got lost. Remember? And then we had to wait. Oh wait, wasn't it Chuck? We got split up at the border with someone, and they were all waiting. Like there's like this like little like side area. Remember, we were there for so long. It was so hot. Then we
like,
went
I
through
don't
the
wanna be
piss
here.
water. Remember that?
Yeah.
We're going through, dude.
oh,
so
dude,
we're going
yeah, when
to
you
our
ride
Airbnb.
through, yeah, oof. When you ride
Oh,
through
God,
Mexico,
now I'm
you go up this
remembering everything.
road, and it's like
We're riding to
leaking
Tijuana.
over the road.
We don't even know what it is, and I look at it, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm looking ahead, and like everyone's like going through the shit, and you just see like this like light brown water floating through the air, and I'm like, no way. So I stand up on my seat, like I'm like real quick, like go through it. Sure enough, it was shit water.
Yeah, it was piss and shit water.
It was disgusting.
We
And
were all
I-
riding through it. We're like, splash, splish, splash, taking a bath, all up on a Friday night. It's fucked.
That's disgusting.
It was so disgusting, and we actually got
Then we
confirmation.
get to our fucking
Our-
beautiful Airbnb.
our beautiful- where we
and
stayed the year before.
The gate guy's like, no.
no moto.
Motorcycles?
No, he said
Motos?
no moto. No moto.
motos. And we were like, no,
no, no,
motos?
no.
The shit's way down there, dude. We're not taking the motos
Yeah.
down there.
We stayed here last year. He says, no, you don't. So I literally pull out my Instagram. Well, he didn't say, no, you don't. So anyways, we had Javi with us. We had Mino with us, who actually speak Spanish.
Yeah, very fluent.
Clutch.
Thankfully, they got us in there. But actually, at first, they're like, yeah, you guys can come in, but like, what? Actually, we had to pay them money.
Yeah.
First off.
Pay 'em off.
Extra money.
How much?
We got hustled by a gatekeeper.
It might have been like 1 million gazillion
$1 billion.
billion dollars. No, I don't know. I think it was like only like $100. But
All right.
anyway, but the
We
way
had
they-
to coast him down the hill.
you have to
and-
park your bikes here. You have to coast them down the hill if you're gonna go. But this is like the house we literally stayed at before, And like one of the homies lives in that neighborhood, but like they're giving us a hard time. That started it. Friday night, I think we like might have just got loose and rode around a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Saturday was the day of the ride.
TSR is fucking nuts. Going to Tijuana and riding your hog is fucking crazy.
It's cool. It's like a whole different
rush.
thing being over there. Like you're in another country. It's like a whole different vibe. It's like the whole time you're just
It's
like,
like,
riding that
welcome
high.
to the
Like,
danger zone. That's how it feels to me every time. I'm like, shit.
just-
Joe was laying it
Sounds
down
scary.
actually over there. Joe was doing fatty rollers.
Yeah, I did a couple little baby rollers. Jeff was hyping me up. Clacked her in a second. Yada da da da. Some dude jumps in the comments. He's like, yo, bro, let off the front brake a little bit and let her eat. I was like, yeah, thanks for the tip.
You were killing it.
No, it was fun. Did some friend cookies with Bear down there. Fucking some epic fucking memories. And I can tell you honestly right now, I ain't going back. And I know, I'm pretty sure that you've already told me, I'll be back. Because fucking, Jamaica, remember my done?
I like riding over there, but like after your whole CJ's whole recent deal, like I don't know if I'm actually gonna go back. I know a lot of people don't want me to go back right now.
Yeah, it's concerning. If you don't know what happened with CJ Barham and his
Yeah,
experience
check
out
out
there
his
in
podcast,
La
which
Mesa,
just dropped again.
Podcast just dropped. Concrete Cowboy. Shout out to CJ. I was actually a part of that episode with Seabear. It was awesome, crazy ass story. But yeah, that is why. No thanks. We got hustled when we were down there.
we actually
got
did,
hustled
which is
by a police
crazy.
officer for parking our bikes, kind of in a bad spot.
No, like it was parking, and the thing is, Joe put on a stunt show downtown with a lot of the boys earlier that day in Rosarito Beach.
That was lit.
They closed off the whole entire area. They're like, "Yo, you guys come riding this." And I got there, and I was like, "Dude, honestly, like, I can rip, but I'm not comfortable riding in this." And then like Jesse Ryan, Dyna Nate, like Kellen, like all the boys, you know, Seabear, like. It was
Show was
gnarly,
fucking
but
fat.
they were all shredding, and Joe emceed this whole entire event. And then they wanted to fuck with us after that, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, we're here doing this, you know, well, Joe goes into this club, you know, I was like, I was with Bradford. We were, like, chilling at the bar with the swings, just, like, people watching. Joe goes up to watch Lil Jon, or was that at the other place? Oh, it's like Lil Jon or something, dude, 50 bucks.
You saw Lil Jon?
Is that where you're at, or
I don't know if it was Lil Jon or not.
Who,
I don't really remember.
it was Little Juan.
Is that the one?
He comes out, he's like, little one.
No.
He's
So
like
anyway,
4
so Joe
foot.
hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Javi's getting his bike towed." Like, and me and Bradford are just like crushing pina coladas at this place. And he's like, "Javi's getting his bike towed." I'm like, "What? No way." He's like, "Yeah, we should go check on our bikes." So like, Joe comes out, like, you know, we're all like cruising down the street. We all got fucking couple Ronies, and we get to our bikes. Dude, this cop, he's all like, boop, boop, backing up a tow truck to our bikes, and we're all, no, like we're so, you know, we don't even think about it. We come up, we're like, oh. He's like, "Are these your bikes?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm taking them." And we're like, No, you're not.
Please no.
And he's like, "Yes, I am." And so we're like, "All right, dude." Like, he's like, "You can't park here." I'm like, "We've parked here every time we've come down here, like legit." And then
In my mind, I'm looking at Jeff and I'm thinking, let's get on our bikes and let's get the fuck out of here, amigo. And then I'm like, nah, we should probably talk to this guy about this. We should probably just try to work a deal here.
yeah. So, anyways, so he's not stoked at all. And he's like, "What? $300 each?" I don't even know at first. He's like,
I think he wanted 100 a piece. It was
"No,
like 300
no.
bucks.
He wanted more than that at first."
He was trying to hustle us.
I don't fucking know. He was fucking us. He was fucking our day up.
He's like, follow us down the road. We're gonna go to
So
the
this
police
is how
station.
this even started. So
we're not going to
in
the
my
police
head. I'm
station
like,
with
all right, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. Let's fucking bail. Let's bail on this dude. He's like a little dude on this fucking, I don't even know what it was, a piece of shit, clapped out dirt bike with plates on. Like, who friggin' knows? And then he's like, "Hey, do you have a driving license?" We're all like, "Yeah, check it out." And then he goes, like this, looks at it, goes, "You're coming with me."
Dude, when he pocketed the IDs, that was like when it hit me. I was like, oh no, dude, we got to get the fuck out of here. I was tripping for sure. And then I was like, let's just bribe him. That's what all the boys said to do.
So yeah, that didn't work. And then he's like, follow me to the police station. We're like, "All right, fuck it." And he's like, "Are you coming or what?" And then he whistles into the tow truck again. We're like, "All right, we're coming. So we get on our bikes. We follow him 3 fucking blocks to a broken down gas station.
yeah, it was like a super sketchy looking parking lot. I was like, here's where we
He
get shit.
takes off his mask, takes his stuff, loses the accent, speaks perfect English. He's like, "All right, guys, so I'm gonna break it down. Give me $100 each, and I'll let you guys go." And we're like, "We don't have $100 each, man." He goes, "All right, give me $100, whatever." Joe goes, "We'll give you $100 and you'll let us go." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Here's," and you give him $100. He goes, "Here's $100." He goes, "Thank you." Puts it in his pocket, takes off, and then we're like, "Fuck this." And then I think we went over to Mikey Bradley's for a minute. Was that the same night we rode home in the pouring rain? You guys were doubled up, went back to our spot. Remember we put all our
Got
shit in the
dumped on in
dryers.
fucking Mexico.
ruined it.
$100 is pretty cheap though, honestly. Like that's like pretty chill, honestly.
Dude, I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. I was like, "Where's my bike going?
I've
Where
heard-
are we
I've
going?"
heard
Like,
way
fuck,
worse.
this is bad, just for parking in a sketchy spot. So like,
Yeah.
even that situation was just gnarly. Don't want to experience that again. It was all good. Joe, no more TSR, no mas.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't
Joe
go.
America.
I probably won't go.
When we left that situation, we met up with Mikey. I was just like, it's time to just have fun no matter what.
Yeah.
And just cut loose. We ended up at like some cutty ass fucking crazy bar with Mikey and the boys. And then it starts downpouring. We're like, let's go home. Smashing through the rain. I'm pretty
Can't
sure.
see anything.
They're like, do you want to ride a little bit farther down the road in the rain, or do you want to ride an oncoming traffic on the freeway so that we can go and exit early and get there faster? I'm thinking, we should probably just ride a little bit farther down the road. And they're like, nah, fuck that. It's downpouring way too hard. We got to ride into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, we rode in oncoming traffic.
Yeah, fucking.
Tough. Down the freeway.
Riding doubles. He's like, please don't go into the fucking oncoming lanes, Joe. I'm like, I'm not. Trust me. We're not doing that.
So bad.
That's wild.
In the pouring rain, dude. It was like a movie. It was sick as fuck. Made it back to the Airbnb and just like, you know, the Mexico trip continued.
Yeah. So then we went back.
Got lucky. Made it out of there alive.
We made it out. It was smooth there, smooth back. Went back to San Diego, came back, and then it was like time for lap for leg probably.
Yeah.
Danny's ride.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny Leg. Live like leg.
Live like leg.
112 baby.
That ride is always fucking special.
Yeah, memorial ride for one of my best friends. Kind of kicks things off in the spring. It's a lap for leg. If you don't know, now you do. Just a tear around Tahoe for Danny, you know.
Yeah.
Put on a show for the boy.
Absolutely. This year was super special ride. I had a wicked good time at that one.
Danny's mom, actually, we were able to get Danny's mother out here. We got our Airbnb. It was the second year we had done it since we lost Danny. And it was cool to basically have his mom here. It was like he was, you know, I don't know, it was crazy. You know what I mean?
Rad.
Like, you know, we got our sweet Airbnb. We went over there, did breakfast, dinner.
She's a
you know,
sweetheart.
She's the best. Shout out to Kathy, Leg.
Love you, Kat.
You. Yeah, they're all great. But yeah, that was epic. It was cool to be able to have her out here for that and experience that and like see how many people showed up, showed love for Danny.
Thank you to everybody that did that with us this year.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And next year, if you're thinking about coming, just pull up.
Yeah, definitely pull up. All bikes welcome.
That's
we have a really good time.
Dude, I feel like you have a way better memory than me, to be completely honest with you. Like, what the fuck did we do after Lap for Leg?
Bell Brawl, San Diego.
I was not there for that. But guess what? You were fucking there because it's JBreww. How you doing? This fool has been to so much shit this year. I'm like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, you fucking, yeah, dude. You've been on a terror.
Yeah.
Driving across the country on a mission everywhere, dude. It's sick as fuck. Living large.
Living large.
Living large.
Yeah.
Living large.
Living large.
How did San Diego Brawl go? That was
Diego
stop
Brawl.
one.
Stop one. I don't remember.
Was there
how
was that like a party time, or was that one pretty chill out in San Diego?
That's a party time from what I remember. Michelle's looking at me like, oh no. No, we got loose down there. We got an Airbnb with a bunch of homies. T-Patch, Wyatt, Anthony came down. Like Chris Nelson was there. Josh Blau. Like we were getting loose the whole entire time. I actually lost like an ounce of weed on the way to the fucking brawl. And Brennan behind me, he's literally like, I have my pouch on me and I unzipped it to like film everybody on the way to the contest, you know? And like, then he pulls up on me, he's like, yo. I'm like, what? He's like, your bag. And I look at my bag and it's wide open, upside down. And I'm like, sick. And then we get to the spot and he's like, dude, yeah, stuff's like flying out of your bag like the whole time. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't figure out it was weed till I pulled up to you. And I was like, sick. Like, it was like, yeah, I don't know. I was fired up on it, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, sick, I just lost an ounce of weed. Now I'm here. We got to do the brawl. Fucking, which is super fun. Awesome turnout.
You had it upside down, dumping all your shit out right
Oh my God. I lost all my stickers. I got like 100 stickers to hand out, everything. My weed, my stickers. I mean, I don't know how my money situation was in there, but probably not that much. But yeah, the brawl was sick. It was a super fun time. It was hot as fuck. Dana was actually there, which is so cool.
That is sick.
But Dana watched my first run, and then someone gave him some sunblock, and he sprayed in his eyes. And he got it. He was like right across his eyes, like couldn't see. Like he couldn't even see. Like there, he's like, Jeff, this isn't good. This is like Dana, one of my best friends, and he like literally was like under the truck bed, like trying to hide out from the sun for a whole second run. I felt so bad. But yeah, the brawl was sick. San Diego was tight. We went out that night. Then the next morning, we were going on a ride to Josie's hideout Sunday. And this is like one of the craziest things that's happened to me. So I'm with like Dana, Anthony, a few of the boys, you know, and we're like riding. We just leave the Airbnb. We're headed over to Senders Only to meet everybody to go on the ride to Josie's Hideout. And they're like waiting for us because we're like, gonna go, not gonna go, gonna go, not gonna go, gonna go, not gonna go. Trying to figure it out. And then we're going, obviously. You know what I mean? We're down here, let's fucking do it. You know? That's where I'm at.
Fucking A.
So we literally leave the Airbnb 2 miles down the road I'm going through. It's like an intersection. We're in like 3 lanes, I think. 3 lanes on our side, 3 on the other side. There's a gas station here, 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 here. You know, basically 4 corners. We're coming through it, and this Honda Odyssey is in the other lane, and I'm not even thinking about it. They're like so far over to the other lane. We don't even need gas. We're just cruising through, about to get on the freeway, and I'm looking, my phone's like in my legs, and I'm driving, and I look back, and I'm like looking down, and I'm like, okay, we're taking this next right. So I go like this. I look back at them, and then I see Dana's eyes just go like huge, you know? And fucking, I look forward, and this van's in front of me, and I'm like lock up both brakes, just smash the front of this fucking van, head on.
What?
Dude, yeah, you don't even know about this. Rip the whole bumper off this van. This is crazy. This is not like, well, I was late. The ride was supposed to be 11. I was like, 11 something. Rip the whole bumper off the van. It's like an older couple. They weren't paying
Your
attention.
crash bar ripped it off or something?
Dude, my crash bar ripped it off. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay. And I feel everything. I'm like, I'm good, you know? And then I was like, let's fucking go. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. We're good. So we go and whatever.
Do you guys exchange informations when you guys it's like?
I mean, usually I would, but I don't have time for that at this point in time.
So you just said, don't worry about that. You just crash into me. I'll see you later.
Yes. Basically, it wasn't my fault. It was their fault. My bike was okay. I looked at my wheels. I looked at my fender. I looked at everything, and I was like, we're good.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
But then we get on the highway, or I'm getting on the on ramp, and Chris is looking at me. He's like, yo. I look down, there's sparks just blowing out of my regulator. And I'm like, sick. And then I shift, and then it just goes away. I'm like, okay. Then we got to the shop, get to the shop. I was a little bit cut, nothing crazy. Wrapped it up in electrical tape, and we sent it up to Josie's Hideout, which was one of the sickest rides I'd ever been on. It was really cool to see that part of SoCal, you know? Yeah. And we went out there with a huge crew. They had live bands all day. We tore that place up, then we're leaving, and then Foley and Joey just tore that place up. And then Andy did, and then I did. Naturally, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
get how you live, boy.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Sitting sideways out in SoCal.
Sitting sideways, yeah, good shit.
Fuck.
Every time you tell me a story about crashing, you give me so much anxiety, honestly,
My
bro.
crashing?
Yeah. Because I feel like...
I just crashed a few weeks ago.
I know. Every time... I think I saw the video of you crashing, honestly.
It comes with it.
That comes with the territory, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a common occurrence.
Obviously, the less you do it, the better.
Yeah.
Right? It's like longboarding down a huge hill. There's only one rule. Don't fall.
But it's also... It's not even your fault sometimes. Sometimes a fucking Honda Odyssey breaks in front of you.
That was honestly crazy. I'm very lucky.
You know what I'm saying?
Even last time I was here, I was talking about all the Jixter stories. No, literally, remember I told that PT Cruiser story, right?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, if you look at Jeff's fingers, he's always kind of got injuries and shit going on.
Yeah, wild.
I thought you painted your fingernails earlier for a second.
That's what I thought too.
No, dude. Show the
joint.
camera real quick. Show the camera real fast. See those things?
This one's fucked. Nah, our dog ran away at 1 something in the morning, and he's just been on a tear lately.
Bogey.
So Bogey, he's 2.5. He's been the best dog ever, but now he's not neutered, and I think he's just out chasing tail. And so we let Bailey out, and then Bogey comes out and he jukes me, and then just starts peeing on the street. I'm like, don't do it, and he just takes off. I'm like, sick. He's gone. I can't find him. I run up the street. He's already gone. I'm like, sweet. So I get in my truck. I'm trying to find him. Hour and a half later, find him. He's running by Donner Lake, and I'm like, Bogey. Throw in park, shut the truck off. Open the door, go out, grab it with this hand, swing it back, locks my fucking fingers in the door, dude.
Ouch.
So bad. Yeah, 3:10 a.m.
Don't you have child locks on that thing?
Baby T-locks?
Yeah, baby T-locks.
I do.
Did it just open right up and you
This
took
is
your
in the front
fingers out?
door, dude, so it's it fully shut and locked.
Oh,
Absolutely
fuck.
insane. But we're good. I drilled them out. We're chilling.
Yeah, you ever do the drill bit trick? The drill bit trick is cool. You fucking drill through it slowly, and then it goes, pops the blood, and feels way better. If you ever smash your finger, call JBreww. He'll tell you what to do.
I've never done this in my entire life. I've done it twice in the last year. So
We do this thing when we do shows where JBreww kind of stands on the side of the bike and lets me grab throttle front brake and just keep it rolling. And we did it recently, and I grabbed all of his fucked up fingers. And this is before he had done the pressure release, I'm pretty sure.
My fingers were broken, like horribly broken. We're at the Tracy show, and like I've been giving Joe my throttle or whatever, and he just comes up, and this is also after Joe's like this. So, dude, rewind. We're at Street Vibrations. My fingers are completely fucked. Okay, like this thing is so swollen still. All right.
Oh my
that thing
God.
Joe's like this. Give me a high five. Go like this. You're gonna say what's up to me. Like you're gonna be like this, and you'd be like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you'd be like this, whatever. Do you wanna know what kind of guy Joe is?
What's he do?
Let me show you. What's up? And then put your hand up like this. He goes like this. He's a finger cruncher. That's what he does.
Yes, he does.
So my fingers are smoked, and I'm at Battleborn, and I'm having like literally a really good day. And I walk by Joe, and I'm like, he's late. Every day he was late for every event that weekend, actually.
Oh, what?
You were.
I don't
He
know if
was.
I was late.
And
Shout out Street
so I'm like, he's like, what's up? And I go like this, and then he goes, and just
your fingers?
crunches my fingers. I've been riding on 3 fingers for like over a month now, and it's rugged.
Sheesh.
Damn,
Yeah.
dog. I guess I'm just a finger crushing
He
fucking
did it
late
twice.
guy.
Twice.
I'm gonna crush him again. Let me see your fingers.
Oh, God.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Wait, so just where were you? Where'd you crash into the back of the Odyssey van?
I was in San Diego.
Okay.
What was after that?
What'd you guys do after
What was
that?
after that?
What time of the year was that?
That was in the spring.
What brawl was after that? Brawl 2. What'd it do?
I can't think that was Brawl 2. I missed Brawl 1, which is Daytona. My bike wasn't ready.
Oh yeah, fuck Daytona.
One
I didn't
is-
talk
what
What
about
else happened in the spring?
When's the Idaho one?
Idaho's later on. We went to man, Joe, you should.
I can't think at all right now, dude. I ate an edible today. I'm no Joe Booze right now, which is great. I actually feel
Good job,
phenomenal.
Joe.
But yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Cheers.
Cheers.
How you doing? But the weed
thing.
is powerful. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I ate an edible.
All right,
And
I got
so-
this. I got this. We're back on track. All right, check it out. We did left for leg. We did the brawl. Then we come up. It's spring vibrations. Okay.
Yeah.
Spring vibes. Mikey Bradley was out here. Mikey Bradley, killer. If you don't know, now you do.
He let me borrow Mojo's bike.
Mikey actually Joe wrote Street Mojo's Gixxer 750. Thank
Joe
you,
Gixxer.
Mojo.
I was cruising that thing.
And Joe shredded it all weekend. Oh, what else do we do for Street? I mean, that was sick. That's kind of popped it off, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what's pretty crazy too is that every time you guys talk about these things, we also had a podcast at that time, and that meant somebody was here ripping with you guys from the podcast.
Totally. Mikey, did he get on the podcast?
No, fuck.
He should.
Mikey, you're so welcome on here
Damn,
anytime.
that's
my
crazy.
boy.
Yeah, you should probably do
I'll have
that.
my notes put together, and I won't eat an edible right before we do that one.
But yeah, so Street
Spring Vibes was sick. The
No,
highlight was
that's when we
definitely
started doing the
Mikey.
fat rollers. Remember I did the... Can't say the...
Definitely bending turns up
Yeah,
there.
We were giving her the pipes. That was actually really sick. And then...
Now I'm a wanted man there.
No, that was after the
Oh
bull
wait,
riding.
that's the
Yeah,
play.
that was later in the year. That was just not too long ago.
That's fall, or that's not fall vibes. Actually,
Virginia City?
That is the Virginia City Roundup. It is a chopper thing. It's a bull riding thing. It's a whole thing, basically, up in VC. Or
Somewhere up there.
it's in the area. I don't know where it is. So we go up there. So Josh Root, who runs the shit show, Josh organizes this whole thing, and they're like, Virginia City Roundup. Okay, you come in. This is a TSS thing. They're gonna come in. They're gonna get a stunt riding category. They're gonna do you ride a bull,
Yep.
and then it's the same weekend as flat track racing. You come in, you ride a bull. If you win the bull riding, you get $500. Then later that night, you go to Carson City. You go to the flat track. You race flat track. If you win that, you get $500. You win both of them. You go 1-1. You get $1,500.
So you're trying to catch both of those W's.
You're trying to catch that.
Didn't you do that?
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, I did both of them. BOFUM, both of them. And the whole time that we're talking about this, Brian 636 was here, and we definitely took.
Brian
his ass on
636
tour.
was here. Yeah,
Yeah, that was incredible.
Brian
the
had
whole
an
time,
awesome
I think
time
he was
here.
just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? This fight?
Yeah.
I think he had a wicked good time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
but
good time for sure.
bull riding. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. So I actually didn't even agree to do the bull riding thing fully yet. And I'm like, I'm leaving Truckee. I was like running late, yada, yada, as usual. And I'm like blasting down on my bike solo to Carson City or to VC. I get the VC. I saw Atticus's bike at the Red Dog.
Of
So
course it was there.
I pulled in, ripped a couple Jello shots with him and Danielle. And then they're calling me like, yo, where are you? Like, we need to do this. We need to get on these bulls. And I'm like, shit, what time is it? Like, I was already super late, you know? And I was like, fuck, I got to catch a bus. Like, if I am going to ride this bull, you know what I mean?
100%.
So I get there and I'm pulling up, and this guy waits me down. He's I'm like, hey, I'm riding a bull. He's like, cool. You need to go get a wristband. And I was like, what? Like, I can't get in for free. I'm riding a fucking bull, you know? And he's like, no, like, go get a wristband. So I go get a wristband. Next thing you know, they're like, JBreww on the microphone. This is all happening like right as I pull up. JBreww. I'm like, what? And they're like, yo, you need to go get on a bull right now. I'm like, what? I was like, I'm not ready for that. You know what I mean? So I walk up. Dude, these things are going crazy. And I'm telling Josh, I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking doing this. Like, honestly, like, I do some fucking shit. I'm not riding a bull.
I don't know if this is worth
They told me they were baby bulls. I get there, they're not baby bulls.
They're like
Fucking nuts.
teenagers, dude. They're like 19 years old.
Yeah, which you don't want to fuck with that. Like, it's like, dude, these guys, like. So I'm like, all right, Josh, you're going first. So Josh goes out, it's thrown right off. Okay, first off, before that, this thing goes in the cage, and it's just smashed in the fucking back, like making so much noise. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I don't think we should do this. Like, we're not bull riders. You know what I mean?
You guys are not bull riders.
Like, dude, I don't even know if I could ride a bull. Like,
They gave you this little baby ass helmet too. They're like, this will be good.
yeah, a chest protector. It's like you're the catcher in baseball. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, take this horn to the chest.
JBreww to the staging area. JBreww to the staging area. This fool just runs up. He's just fucking time to ride the bull.
Oh my god! And I'm like crushing this beer as fast as I can. I'm like,
What was your time? Do you remember?
I didn't even score. Actually,
You
I didn't
won
get 2
2.7
full seconds. My bull came out bucking, to be fair, and I had my knee braces on. And the guy goes, "Oh," I stand over it, and he's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Put your legs down. Put your legs down." I'm like, "Put my legs down." I'm like, "Dude, fucking, this thing's going ham right now." And he's leaning to the side, and I was like, "If I put my leg in there, is he gonna lean against it?" And he's like, "No, you're good. Just tell him what's up. Tell him what's up. Kick him to the side." So I'm like, "All right." So I push him to the side. He goes, "Okay, you're good. Drop down." I drop down. He goes. Slams to the side, dude, smashes my knee. I'm like, yo. And he's like leaning on me. He's like, are you ready to go? And also what's crazy is riding a bull, which like, I don't know if any of you guys have ridden bulls before, but like, I was thinking I'm going to put this hand on it, you know what I mean? Like this. But actually, or like this or something, you know? But actually they took your hand and they go, no. Then they flip it over. So you have to hold the bull like this, which is really weird for me. Like, and they cinch this thing down and then it's on your hand. So you're like holding the bull like this. And that's like, you're not like, I don't know what that does, the difference, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
He wanted to go over him.
How are you
He had
going to
to
hold
go
on
over
like that?
Yeah,
So
no,
then I'm
I
thinking,
get
and then fucking Dana's all, guy, I've been watching YouTubes. Anticipate what the bull's going to do. You gotta be the bull's first move. So I'm like, all right. So I'm listening to fucking Dana, who probably never watched this video. So the bull's like, I'm like trying to do what he's doing, fucking box right to the ground. And I mean, to be fair, the same thing happened to you.
Yeah, I think
what-
they hiked. I think
happened to
they pissed
you?
the bull off right before
Yeah,
I went on.
dude, the
They're
bulls are
like,
fucking
because I was
nuts.
emceeing that event
I mean-
too. I was co-emceing that event, so I got to do the rodeo portion and shit.
So
And,
you,
it was actually super fun. But I think they were like, this announcer guy's about to get fucked up. They pissed the bull off a little extra. This fool came out. There's a picture of me. This fool is fully fucking this way in the air, legs fucking 10 feet high. I'm like, dude, it didn't jump like that for nobody.
Nah.
My wife rode it for fucking. She almost hit the fucking 8 second.
I don't know if they put them on the same bulls as us.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. They were crazy, but
you guys have to sign like a waiver?
Chanel did rip it.
Did you sign a waiver?
I didn't have time.
I don't
to do
think I signed a waiver.
anything. I literally got there, put this fucking gear on, and jumped in the pit.
Nah, they were super responsible. We definitely all signed waivers.
Yeah.
They were on it. We
I
had
signed-
wristbands. It was official
Yeah,
as fuck.
totally. Very official.
Put your name on the list. Date of birth's not
All right, so
needed.
get this. So let's just talk about this for now, since we're already on the subject. We're in the bull ride, and we're in the Virginia City Roundup. So we go downtown. We go back to the Red Dog, all right? This is the Jello shot spot, okay? We go down there. Everyone's there. We're all hanging out. We're partying. Everyone's ripping Jello shots. This lady buys us like a tray of like 50 Jello shots. We're all fingering these things like crazy. I'm literally throwing them at people on the sidewalk. People are like, I'm like, Jello shot, you know? So then next thing you know, the burnout pit starts as usual. That's just how it goes. So we're like, burnout. Joe and Josh are like, should I do one? I'm like, fuck yeah, you should do one. And Joe gets in the middle, just doing donuts, goes this way, goes that way. He's doing burnouts, looking at everyone, takes off down the street. Week later, this local dude. Joe's put on blast
Yes.
on the local
Yeah,
Facebook.
dude, damn, I was
Yep.
like a
By
criminal up there. Like,
a guy like trying to run for sheriff.
a candidate, yeah,
like,
for sheriff. Yeah.
Crazy, insane. And
What's
then-
so crazy about that is that they messaged me about it.
No.
Someone sent me a message, be like, "Yo, this is your boy, right?"
no.
And I was like, "Yeah." And,
hearsay. This is a crazy ass dream that I had.
So that was funny.
I mean, what are they gonna do? But that legit blew up though. They had like what 40,000 views.
Washoe County, Clark County.
50,000.
Dude.
I was just in Clark County in Vegas with my son David Dean Doug, throwing my son in front of the sign. How you doing?
Oh my god.
How did you feel? How'd you feel like being that popular after that?
It was
Not,
so funny to me.
not good.
Were
I
you
was on the phone with
nervous?
my wife. I
Well,
was
it's
like,
kind of
hey.
sketchy, dude. You know.
I was like,
mean,
there's a Facebook post about me, honey. It doesn't look good. People are doing the angry faces in the corner. There's like 16 of those little angry fucking
They're
faces.
just a bunch of Karens, dude. They ain't gonna do much.
It was-
Like,
it was
Sheriff,
just so
they're like,
funny
Sheriff
because
Brown would
some-
never
someone-
let this
someone
happen
says
in
it to
his
me.
town.
Someone says it to
Sheriff,
me.
vote Sheriff Brown if you don't want this type of shit to go down.
Yeah, well, the sheriff's cool, and a lot of people. The sheriff was actually like, "I enjoy a good stunt show." Like he did say that. He's like, "I enjoy a good stunt show, but there is a time and place for it." And like, what better time and place than freaking downtown?
It's
EC?
not the original road that they paved through there. They've
Like,
definitely got like
second of all-
2010 fucking pavement
Yeah.
on there. Okay,
don't know,
it's been
like,
resurfaced. All I did was add a little slurk to it.
Yeah, that was just.
You know
that
what?
was
Fuck
fun.
'em,
Yeah,
you know?
fuck 'em. Exactly. Let's just go and continue that night. Actually, so then we roll out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. It's still a pretty sour subject to me.
Oh, sorry.
You don't even know about this. So,
Sour
actually, I
subject.
just told you part of this. So then we go into the flat track racing. Okay, here we are.
Yeah, the dun dun dun.
Brian's in town. Everyone's in town. We're gonna do the flat track. Do you think I want to flat track my nice ass bike? Yes. We show up. We all sign up, and here we do. This is like legit. You know, these guys are doing it. They're ready to rumble. They're gonna race. It's like if I win this, it's $500. Okay. So I knew I didn't lose. I knew that I didn't win the bull riding. Obviously, whatever. Threw that away. And I told him, I said, look, I'm either gonna crash or I'm gonna fucking win. And we go to flat track, and there's like a whole crew of us there, like pretty fat crew, a bunch of talented dudes, you know. And the first race, I get a shitty gate pick. I was like 5th or 6th, and I'm like pretty to the outside. Well, we go in, and this is my first time ever even being on a flat track course is in Sturgis, which also is just for fun. I end up getting 4th place. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Andy 76.
Out in
turn up.
Carson trying to take the
All right, so I'm on
championship.
Carson.
He's like,
Yeah,
I get a
fucking
shitty
right,
gate
dude.
pick.
$500. Like, all right, I lost the bull riding, whatever. So I start on the outside. The flagman, Mr. Flagman's there. Fucking flags us off. We start off. You know what I mean? I'm coming in. I'm like passing. Get out there, and then I'm behind Chaser. You know, Chaser, legend, local legend, won the Tahoe shit show first year. You know, got the fucking trophy.
Love Chase a lot.
The man. And I'm behind him, and I'm like, shit, like, how am I going to pass him? He's ready for this. He's all, like, decked out, moto gear, looking like Ricky Carmichael, ready to go.
He put a giant decal on his tank for me.
Carmichael.
Appreciate that, by the way.
And he's all, I'm, like, behind him, like, just trying to, like, distract him a little bit, just, like, smacking him. And, like, and I'm, like, trying to hit him finally. He goes a little bit wide, so I fucking take him on the inside. I'm like, let's go. Get in front of him. Check out. Okay. Also, this is supposed to be a 5-lap race. They made it a 7-lap race, and then they turned into a 10-lap race. Hooligan Harley race, that's it. Ride the bull, do the fucking flat track, that's it. 500, 1500 if you go one-on-one. I win this fucking race. I come off. I'm
Stoked.
fired up. Okay, I'm going around this course. I actually jump in the middle. I'm doing Larry's. Getting the whole crowd fired up.
In the
They come in.
dirt.
What's your name? Where you from? Yada yada. The winner of the hooligan race. I come off. They give me the trophy. I'm taking pictures with the kids and shit. Dude, literally. I'm like, sick. I just won $500. What's up? Then all of a sudden, everybody wants to make it that was a qualifying race. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, that was a qualifying race. That was a heat
10 lap
race.
qualifier.
10-lap heat race. Who the fuck does that?
This is after he celebrated.
So
with the
then
trophy.
they're like, hey, no,
front of
literally?
like 500
hey,
people.
no, I'm serious. Hey,
1,000 people,
We need the
like-
trophy back. We need the trophy back.
We need the
Hey,
trophy.
hey,
Get the
Jeff,
trophy from him.
we need, will somebody get that trophy? Get the trophy back. I'm like, what? Should I take my autograph back too from the little kids? So I made their night.
He's taking.
Give me a break.
signed
Dude, I was
babies.
so stoked. So,
He called his mom. He told her that he won.
I did. I called my mom. I was like, Ma, I just won the $500. Like,
Flat
she's
track
like,
king,
yeah,
Mom. Hold
she's
on, I gotta
so
sign this
stoked.
kid's shirt. I gotta
Dude,
sign this kid's
literally,
shirt.
I was so stoked. And then to take that away from me, and at that point, I already shotgun like 12 beers. I'm like, what's up, Carson City? Like, this is my life. And I'm at the tent, like the Coors Light tent, just like, putting it back, and they're like, all right, you guys need to do another race. I'm like, another race? I'm like, oh, fucking, I'm a little boozed up for that. So I was like, you know what? You know what? I already beat you guys anyways. Let's fucking do it again. You want to do it again? Let's do it. So you fucking line up.
I feel like all the rules changed on the second one too.
Everything changed, Joe.
I did a pass off to Nick Moto. I put him on my bike, put him in, gave him my shirt that night and my helmet. And he went out there and pretended to be me, gave him his first flat track on a Harley experience.
Shout out Nick Moto.
Shout out Nick Moto. Love you, dude. He told me the other day how monumental that was. So anyways, race 2. You thought you won the championship. You're doing
Jeff came
interviews out in the middle in front of all the
I went a
people.
little
It's
too
absolutely
fast
hilarious.
In the first turn, I crashed and caused a pileup. They red flagged the race. We did a restart. I was second in. Holden beat me out of the start, and I couldn't fucking pass him the whole entire time. So I ended up getting second place. And they didn't do it. They didn't do 2-1 or 1-2. Holden didn't DNF the first race. I don't know what happened. He lost his keys. Guess what? If it's an important night, don't lose your keys. Right? Give me a break.
Yeah.
If there's money on the line, and you need to get your bike on the fucking start, you're not.
He rode really well in the second
He did.
race.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. I won the first race. Facts.
Then he was taking pictures with the trophy. They gave it to Holden. They did never mind. We thought the JBreww guy
This
won. But
podcast
actually,
just went south real quick.
This guy won. It was awesome.
That's
It was so
that's
shitty.
hilarious.
I was so pissed off. I actually went home, went to the grid with Ruff and Herman. We just got freaking loose.
Yeah, I was like that night. I was like, I'm so upset with Jeff and his attitude. That was ridiculous.
Thank God Brian had my back. Actually, last weekend, Brian's like, fuck that. He's like, we're at this
You won.
Brian's like, you won that race fair and square, dude. Like, I was like, thank you, Brian.
Oh, that's fucking.
All right, anyways,
Brian 63.
flat back. Let's get out of that. That was a fucking bad time. That was on
What? So then what happened after flat track?
that was actually pretty recent. We can go back. I actually went back east this whole entire summer.
Dude, you're back.
I went to New
east
Hampshire.
trace.
Yeah, totally. Which was sick.
You drove all the way over there? You drove all the way over there
I
again.
drove back east, yeah, on the 4th of July. I actually spent the 4th of July with Tallboy and Benny in Denver, which was
Sick.
tight.
That must have been fucking awesome.
Super fun. What are you laughing at?
You were spending 4th of July there. I was 4th of July. I was with David Dean Thug in Ohio.
And there's a funny
Doing
ass,
stunt shows.
there's a funny ass story from that I'm not gonna.
Let's hear it.
I can't tell that story. I can't tell that story.
I didn't know this was the Tony show.
It's not the Tony
about to
show.
roast me.
It was about to roast you. About to talk about the Joe
Oh, fuck.
and the David Dean Douglas.
Oh, yeah. Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Tell that story.
No, I can't tell that
come
story.
on,
That
bro.
story is waiting for when Bear comes on here one of these fucking days.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, 4th of July was absolutely sicko mode, and you were making your way across the country to go east.
I was making my way east.
You
Yeah.
had both bikes.
I had both bikes. I had the 03, had the pineapple in the back.
Fuck, a unit.
Sent it back east to see my family.
Sick.
I needed a little life reset.
Spend some time with the folks.
It was tight.
It's always good.
It was my dad's birthday.
Sick.
It's one of my good buddies' funerals. And shout out to Jack Dowd. And I also put on my ride over there with a couple of my buddies, the New Hampshire Summer Session,
Sick.
which is a stunt ride in New Hampshire. One of the few back east, which is super sick. It's in July. We've done it 2 years in a row now.
Gave our Mallard the pass off, flew him out from San Diego. Fucking Andy 76 on the
Yeah,
one.
it was tight. Andy was actually able to be there
He's
for
like,
that
so you
one.
brought your 03? You brought both of them? Yeah. Can I ride it?
Yeah.
That's tight. That's a good
If I'm
pass
gonna let
off.
anyone ride my bike, Andy's gonna ride my bike. Smoke job. Andy's actually hurt right now.
He's healing.
Yeah, he's healing.
healing
Shout out to
up.
Andy. Crashed on the way home from Colorado.
He actually
Him
was
and
supposed to be
Snowball
out
went
here
down.
recently,
Yeah.
and he couldn't make it due to his injury.
yeah.
He wasn't even fucking wheeling. He was just hitting a corner too saucy with a little dirt on it.
Yeah. Hit some dirt. They went down. Broke his foot. Had to have surgery.
Jesus.
Literally that whole weekend, Snowball, Jake Hinkey, fucking Joey 55, and Andy all got hurt.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that fucking going down lately.
It happens.
Absolutely insane. Yeah. It's part of the tour.
But
Back
yeah.
east though, dude. The summer session. That ride
Yeah,
up
New
must have
Hampshire
been
was
sick out.
tight. I got to go back home, and it was cool to just like hang out
Was
with all
that a
the
hot
locals.
ride? Was that a hot one?
It was very sick. Yeah, we had like a lot of homies show up for it. Actually, a couple of the East Coastin' boys. Junkyard Kenny was there. Reckless Gabe was there. They were supposed to go up to Canada, and that didn't really work out, so they came back. Came to our ride, surprised me, which is tight. Actually, as they were pulling up, Macy, who runs one local cruise there, they were pulling up to the meetup spot. We're actually waiting on those guys. They're late. We're like, there's like so many people. We're waiting. All of a sudden, we just hear this noise like, fucking Macy. Shout out to Macy. Fucking car pulled out in front of him. Smashed his car. Literally, we could all see it waiting for them. Broke his face. He's had like multiple surgeries.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Rugged.
Car's pulling out.
Didn't hit the ride, but you know, he's back at it now and he's looking good. Things are good, back to normal. But, like, pretty crazy. You know, that shit can happen at any fucking time. You know what I mean? This kid's about to have the best day of his fucking life, and then something like that happens. You know what I mean? You never fucking know. But the ride, so then, like, David, who runs another crew over there, basically is down to me and him, and I'm like, dude, fucking, he's hurt. Like, you're pretty much gonna have to, like, kind of head honcho this
You're
thing
in
now.
charge.
You know? And there was, like, so many people from all over, like, up and down the whole entire East Coast. People came from all over. And, like, thank you for everyone that came out. It was, like, so successful, you know? We actually went on a long ride. We cruised up through the woods in New Hampshire, went up to the Lakes region, went to the Full Throttle Saloon. Right before we got there, we stopped at a gas station, and everybody just shut it down. And I was, like, trying to not have that type of shit happen over there. But it's like, dude, these guys, that's not over here. These guys, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Everyone's all, I'm like, oh, my God. You know, doing Larry's, like, all over the fucking place, you know. Cops come, follow us all the way to the bar, and they don't pull into the bar, but then we load up the bar, you know. Had the best time ever. And then leaving town, they followed us out. And I was like, there's only so many groups you can go in, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, we're in the good one. Yeah, we were. It was tight. But New Hampshire was cool. I got to hang out with, like, this kid Mikey, Bike Life Mikey, who you guys may or may not know.
Absolute sicko.
I got to hang out with a lot of really cool ass motherfuckers over there, man. Like, a lot of cool people. It was cool hanging out with Mikey. He's a funny motherfucker. This kid has a pretty solid presence on social media. He does some funny shit. So Friday night we do a hood ride, and then they call me and they're like, "Yo, you gotta come over to La Quinta. Fucking Mikey's about to do a donut in the lobby." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's gonna do Larry's in the lobby." And I'm like, "No." I was like, "Dude, this isn't fucking Connecticut. Like, we can't do this shit. You know what I mean?" And
Down there, they do that shit. Up here, they know that.
they go ham, dude. They go ham. So I show up, and they got the bikes out, and they're like, "Yo, brewer, light them up." And I'm like, "No, excuse me, nuts." They're like, "Pussy." I'm like, "Dude, like, this is fucked," you know? And then they're going in. I was like, "Okay, these guys are fucking nuts. Like, this is gonna be a crazy fucking weekend." And I was like, "Yo, like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but, like, I really want you guys to all be on the ride tomorrow. So let's not do Larry's in La Quinta."
You shouldn't take the bike inside of the La Quinta in the lobby.
Yeah, it's
and
not-
he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Would have been sick footage though.
Pussy. I'm just kidding. Mikey, you know you ain't no pussy.
then
I'm
after
glad
the
you
ride,
listened to Jeff.
the next day after the ride, we all go back to La Quinta, and
I'm surprised Mikey
we're all hanging
didn't
out.
do
We
it.
actually smoked weed with, like, some old lady. Like, she was in her 70s. Like, she had her grandson there. She's like, "Oh, I'd love to hit that. Just don't let my grandson see." We're like, "No, we're not." And then next thing you know, Pauly Drags and Reckless are up on the roof, and we're like, "Are these guys gonna fucking jump?" Like, it turns out I'm gonna kick the door open on the way in. Next thing you know, cops show up. We get kicked out of there. They want to know who's staying there, this, that, and a baseball bat, and we all just bail. And I'm like, sick. So this night just got completely ruined. Then we tried to go to where the fuck did we go? We tried to go get some Mai Tais. The whole ride was just all over the place, dude. Later that night, okay. So the ride's successful. Now here we go. We're all over the place. Back to it.
Back to it.
So later that night, the ride's successful. Okay, we're going to Corey's house. Big Core. Shout out to Big Core. Corey's one of my homies from the East Coast, from New Hampshire. We go to Corey's house. We're there for like 5 minutes, and I have my dog with me. Okay, Andy's over there. Kyle Baldarelli's over there. Fucking
What's up, Kyle?
yeah, Joe D's over there. Joe
Oh, yeah.
came up. Call My Voice came up for this ride, dude. It was so sick. And I bring Bailey over, and we're like changing tires, and like all of a sudden, like someone drops a wrench, and Bailey kind of like runs away for a sec. I was like, no, she's good, but she like ran away. Like ran away. This is like 1 a.m. This is my dog. And she doesn't come back. We end up looking for her all night. And I'm to the point where I'm like, dude, this is like one of the worst nights of my life. My dog's gone. Called the cops. Like, I don't even know. And then finally at 5:30 in the morning, this phone number calls me and I pick up. He's like, hey, at this point, I'm like literally going to feel like I'm going to see my dog on the side of the road or something. You know what I mean? Like anything like that would have been like, it was crazy, you know? Like, and then he calls me and he's like, hey, this is Officer whoever. He's like, are you missing your dog? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I have her here. And I'm like, no way. And he's like, yeah, like she had walked like 2 towns basically. She was like on the middle of a bridge walking to another town, which is crazy. And that was the cap to my ride. And
You found your fucking dog.
got the dog.
You need to get a tracking device on the dog.
Yeah, like, but you know, I guess it would definitely help 100%.
Yeah, just like even like they have those collars now though. They have like the GPS in it.
I feel like JBreww's like the Adam Sandler and Billy Madison when he's like, if your dog is lost, you don't go in the house and call the quits. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog. If you know anything about JBreww, he absolutely loves his animal. He loves his dogs. He loves other people's dogs. He brings dogs back from Mexico, finds a homie named Atticus to take care of that dog, who renames it. The dog's living a sick life. So
Bandit.
You're definitely a dog, man. You take care of your dogs, and you found Bailey. And recently in Sturgis, you were riding with her on the hog, which was fucking.
I was.
I'm glad you found her.
I took Bailey to Sturgis with me. Well, she went.
If I ever get lost, I want Jeff to look for me. I want to be that lost dog.
I took
'Cause
Bailey.
If he treats me like a fucking dog, he's gonna find me. So remember
Exactly.
that.
I would never lose you.
I know we're ducks, but if I get lost, I'm a dog now.
Ducks fly together.
Ducks do fly together.
But yeah, I had Bailey with me on the East Coast, and then I took Bailey with me. Obviously, she got lost, and then I took her to Sturgis. And
Shout out to all the East smoking sickos, by the way. On a sick one. All
shout out
the
to everybody
East Coast
back
boys
east.
on
So
a
many
sick one.
killers. Take Bailey to Sturgis. She's chilling at camp. Like obviously, my trip was like kind of like held back, a little restricted because I have my dog there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm driving into town. I have Bailey with me. I'm kind of like not going on all the rides because she's with me.
JBreww's dog went to Sturgis, and you ain't even been there yet.
Yeah. So then one day they're like, oh, it's gonna be 104 today. So I was like, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna ride with Bailey on my bike today. And Andy and everyone's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm like just gonna put her on my bike. And they're like, well, how are you gonna do that? I was like, well, I'm probably gonna put her harness on, put my backpack on backwards, and try and make that happen. So I put her on. We're like riding around the field over and over and over again. She just keeps trying to like jump off. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like this probably isn't gonna happen. You guys just go ride, whatever. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna tie her tight. We're gonna go to the tar, to the pavement,
Yeah.
and then she's gonna know like we mean business. So I get her on. We go over there right to the pavement. She looks back at me, and I was like, yeah, we're doing this. And I like take off, and then I grab second, and then she just like chills and puts her arms down and looks back at me. She's like, let's go, Dad.
That's tough.
And I'm like, yeah, let's rip. So I like took her a few miles down the road, and then we came back, and we ended up doing like 70-something miles that day. Took her to Pactola, took her swimming, like all the homies. Like it was a really sick day, and it was cool to do that with my dog. Like I don't know, she's almost 10, she's getting older.
That's dope.
It was tight, and like I'd never done that, So that was cool. Sturgis is wild.
I also almost got stabbed in the neck by Jeff. I don't think I've ever made Jeff mad. Maybe a couple times. What do you think? One or twice? Probably twice. But this one time in particular, yeah, Bailey was there. And Jeff and Bailey were asleep. Actually, the entire camp was asleep. And me and my boy TJ, another East Coast and fucking crazy bastard, Tyler, decide to roll into camp as friends on the limiter.
All right, back up. Let's roll into this real quick if we're going to talk about this. Okay, this
do
was
wanna
one of the
talk
first
about
times I'd gotten mad at Joe. Yes.
He was very, very mad at me.
I was so pissed off. And the thing is, I thought it was Baby T. It doesn't even matter. I didn't even know who the
That
fuck
would've been
I thought
sick.
it was.
I should've
Honestly,
blamed
so I'm at camp. Joe was there for like 4 or 5 days. Every day, Joe was at camp. He was outside of my truck in the morning. Are you awake? No, I'm not. Are you awake? No, Joe, I'm not awake. All right. So the next day, then I hear, so this is, not the next day, but fast forward. Okay, this is like actually the end of the, we have so much to talk about Sturgis before this. Joe's outside my truck. I can hear them talking, all right? We were out till, I don't even know what time, 3 something, 4 something. It's 5 something, okay? I hear them outside my window, and they're like, is he up? I think he's up. I think he's awake. He's probably awake. Are you awake? No, I'm not awake. Okay. And then
I don't think I sounded like that.
they
Like
go.
a fucking gremlin. Anyway.
That's what it sounded like to me. I was trying to sleep. So they leave. They go to the hill climb. They roll tired. I don't even know what has happened in the meantime. Okay, but at this point, they're doing some shit. I'm sitting in my truck. Now I'm awake. I can't sleep. My head hurts. I kind of have to take a shit. And I'm like, all right, fuck this. So I go to the porta potty. Okay, I'm like, all right, we're doing this. It's business time. I have a banging headache. I'm taking a shit in a fucking porta potty at Sturgis. All of a sudden, I hear, and they were gone for like 30 minutes. And then I just hear this noise. Okay. I couldn't wipe my ass fast enough to get out of this porta potty and figure out who is doing this. I'm all like, so I just hear, I'm like, who the fuck? So the road comes in, someone's just on limiter. Then they come into camp, pull up right next to my truck. Dude, we have friends in hammocks, people on the ground, people everywhere. Joe comes in. Well, I don't even know it's Joe at this point. Okay, I'm in the porta potty. I'm so far away, and I just hear this limiter. I'm like, I've literally burst out of this fucking porta potty like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck I'm about to run into, but right now you're gonna fucking get it, okay? So I look, Arnie's got his head out. Everyone's got their head out. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And I go, don't worry, I don't know, but when I figure it out, they are friggin' done. Come around the turn,
Hey, it's
Joe
me again.
and Tyler are sitting there, and they're all just holding limber on this bike. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like, I was mad.
Hotcakes.
I was mad because my dog, because we've already had, like, we have dogs there and shit, and it's like, dogs don't want to listen to that shit.
Right.
Also, if we were all partying at this point in time, yes, it would have been a different thing, but we weren't partying. We were all sleeping.
It was my last night.
It was just,
It was my last night, dude. I wanted to go out with a bang.
yeah, he did.
And honestly, I didn't have my hand on the throttle. I did hype him up beforehand. I said, why don't we give camp a little limiter this morning at 6:30 a.m.? I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was tight. I was like, Sturgis, but it wasn't. And then he stayed on the limiter. I've never seen anyone not in a burnout on the limiter that long ever.
And I got really mad. And I didn't really know Tyler that well. Like, we followed each other on
Probably
Instagram.
a minute and a half.
He's an
limiter.
animal.
Like,
It was so long.
It was long.
And I was pissed because my dog's older, dude. Shit doesn't like that shit. And then and that's what I said because Joe and I were screaming at each other. And I didn't even know who it was going to be.
I was sad as a bitch.
We were so mad. Like,
what were you saying? Like, do you remember the words that you were saying to Joe?
What the fuck, bro? You piece of shit.
I was like, I will fuck you up. I was like, you guys think that's cool? Go out on the street, fucking hold that thing on limiter like
Yeah.
a fucking man.
Yeah, he was mad.
And they're like, yeah, you let me do it burnout. And I was like, look what the fuck you doing. And Bailey's like fucking in my truck like, and I'm like, oh my God. And then Joe saw Bailey and then he was like, fuck. And then he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, it's cool. And then we're like, it's cool, but it's like, fuck, are you doing? And then Dinah Dave was about to come out and fucking, I was a wiggle. Everyone was freaking heated.
Just want to apologize to everybody that was in that camp, besides Arnie, because Arnie, you embraced me that morning and said that it wasn't even that bad.
It was
And
so
I appreciate
bad.
you for that, Arnie Wells. I love you to death. Congratulations on killing it this year and BRL, and fucking super proud of you, my buddy. And thank you for not getting mad about that limiter. You know how it is sometimes when you're in Sturgis at 6:30 a.m. rolling back into camp while everybody's asleep in hammocks and sleeping on the floor. Sometimes it'd be like that, but it was a little too much limiter. And there's never too much limiter, in my opinion. That was too much. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Anyways, let's talk about Sturgis. Can we do that?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, so Baby T and I got to DJ with some of the biggest and best DJs
I saw that.
in the world.
That looked dope.
This was the highlight of my Sturgis, and I had to leave the day before. So I wasn't even
I
there,
got
but
to
this was
DJ
the highlight.
with Uzi, one of my favorite trap DJs,
Sick.
Gaslamp Killer, Figure, and Rusco. And my dude, Baby T, which Baby T basically just started DJing this summer because I actually did a show in Anderson. He was all buzzed up. And one of the guys that was putting on the show is like,
No way, that was his first one?
yeah, so
Holy
Baby T's
fuck.
first real show was at Sturgis at the Iron Horse Saloon, downtown, in front of all these people, main stage, like the real deal. And we got to go on with like these big ass DJs, which was honestly like pretty cool for me. Like, I love all this guy's music, and it was like super sick. Like, I like DJing for fun. It's cool to mix music and stuff. And then like being able to do that at Sturgis in front of everyone and kind of like bring a different wave of music and stuff into it was kind of like different, switch the flow up a little bit, you know?
Everything looked sick, too. All the visuals were on point. Like, everything was done fucking well.
What kind of music you play?
I mixed like a lot of hip hop and trap, like a little electronic and whatever. I mean, whatever keeps you flowing, you know? Keep the head bobbing.
That shit's sick, dude. We need to throw another party.
Yeah.
Dude, we should have you DJ a party here.
That'd be sick.
I could easily make that happen.
We could set that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like to see JBreww DJ here down in Reno, drop something in the comments and let us know. Because it's fucking, it could go down.
We can do it.
We could do it.
Culture and Cannabis Onasickone, B Squad.
JBreww fucking,
JBreww.
how you done?
Little
Hard
Beat
hip
Up
hop beat trap.
Squad.
I'm gonna be in that motherfucker. Sauced. I can't believe my Sturgis ended with such a fucking limiter. You know that it kind of. Let's.
Cool.
You know.
Limited your Sturgis.
I left on a limiter and missed my boy's show, and just kind of made me feel crummy for a few
Good for the
days.
show.
It's like calling every 30 minutes. Hey man, we good? Call back next 30 minutes. Hey bro, we good? So we're all good.
We're good. It's okay.
Sturgis was absolutely unreal though this year, and seeing you be able to DJ like that, man. I think it's only going to open more opportunities to DJ, which you need to fucking hit those with full force because I think that you as a DJ is fire as fuck.
Do you have a different DJ name?
Nah,
It's just JBreww?
just JBreww.
Who came up with that? With the fucking the big mitt hands. That shit is sick.
Carl
Oh,
did
dude,
that.
I was stoked on that. I was like, that shit's
Carl
dope.
from like Speed Shop, with the Mickey hands, pretty tight.
Yeah, it came.
I was
out
fired
fire.
up on that. It was super cool.
Seeing Bear up there too, supporting you, fucking jumping in the back on the stage.
Steve was there getting down.
That was sick.
There. It was cool to do that. Like, it was just sick to be able to do that at Sturgis. Like, last year was my first year at Sturgis. This year was kind of like, I kind of had my grounds, you know. I kind of had my wits about me, and everything was like, I had a little more figured out and kind of what I was going to do, you know.
I didn't do that at all. And I
Remember
dragged.
the night I saw you?
And
Like,
I dragged
honestly,
another Joe
was
with me to
there.
Sturgis.
I didn't see him that much. But like the one night I saw you, remember we were all doing the burnouts at the house? We're leaving like the GTC house, the Good Time Connoisseur's house, and Corey Sinski and Joe's like, dude, they're like, remember you're like, do a fucking burnout, and I'm on my 03, like my baby, my bike I got with my dad up in Maine, and I was like, fuck it, and I'm like, what? Remember that?
Let her
And,
eat, yeah,
dude,
right there in the
fucking
street.
blah, 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 blah. We're just grabbing gears, dude. Fucking smoking this place out. Covered Taylor's bike. She's like,
Oh, dude, I've never seen a bike so blasted.
smoked in rubber, and then the cops show up, okay? And we all like bail, we ride down the street, and then the cop show up. The cop tipped his bike over.
Yeah, he fell
Everyone
over.
like walks around the cops. The cop is like nowhere to go, and he has nowhere to go, and then he ends up dropping his fucking bike in front of everybody, dude. And we all just bailed the other way.
I
Oh
was
my
walking
God.
around after that, you know, like trying to stand in the way of the cops so they couldn't get to Jeff and the boys doing some Bernies outside the fucking house. But I could see the cops' eyes, and these old dudes were spooked, bro. They were like, "What the fuck is going on?" They were
So
tripping,
funny.
dude. It was chaotic. It was fucking awesome. It was Sturgis 2022.
That's right. We're going back. We're gonna run it back.
Shouts out.
I need to plan better.
We
When
should
I go
do
to
we
Sturgis.
should do a live remote at Sturgis.
I went to Mitchell, did the shows, and then rode down to Sturgis, and I didn't really make preparations and
I didn't make it to
plans.
Mitchell. I drove through Mitchell, and I felt bad because Joe was like, "Hey,
You should come watch.
where are you?" And we followed each other's location. I was literally like rolling right through where he was. But at that point, I already driven like 30-something hours. I was like, I'm on a mission. I have to make it to Sturgis.
I was like, how much is it out of the way? He's like, 47 minutes. I was like, that ain't that bad. He's like, yeah, it is. It's too far. So he didn't come. JBreww's rocking Swedish fish, and he's got a fucking, looks like a little granola bar or something over there.
I got some candy in my seat. Some shit, some candy. How you doing? There we go.
Sturgis is absolutely wild, though, man. If you haven't been, you should definitely go. Definitely want to be back out there. But no, I didn't plan that well, and I dragged that one kid, Joe, out of Vegas with me. I had a connecting flight going out to Sturgis. I stopped in Vegas. I hit up Bear. I was like, hey, man, can you give me somebody to hang out with? Because it's like, I got to be here overnight. I want to go out and do some shit. So that one kid, Joe, the homie. What's up, Joe? Shout out Tommy.
Shout out, Joe.
End up dragging him out to Sturgis. I was like, it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, hey, you ever been to Sturgis? He's like, no. I was like, we're going to get you a ticket right now. Let's look him up. He's like, I'm not doing that. I was like, you should go. He looks up some flights, books it right there. Next thing you know, dude, when we were flying out of Vegas, he's looking at the plane, and I could just see it in his face. He's like, oh, fuck, what did I do? He's like, do you have everything planned out? We got a place to stay? I was like, for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
got it to
it's
help.
partly planned.
Yeah, it's go.
We'll go
club.
here, and then we'll go there. And, yeah, I didn't plan very well, so.
Wow.
Man, my Sturgis was kind of a bust.
I think it's pretty sick, dude. You went to One Eyed Jackson's every night.
One Eye Jacks.
That's what I named it. One Eyed Jackson's after Jackson. Jackson Cole. The young
The
guy.
young.
He's 18. We got him in there every night. No idea, no nothing. And he was there every night with Jerry, and they would just come double dicking back to camp every fucking night. So we named it One Eyed Jackson's. He's an animal. He actually parked my bike. He just came out here, did the Tahoe shit show, shootout, got second place on the Pineapple.
That's incredible, dude. How do you feel about riding other people's shit? It's I feel like it's way different.
It's way different, yeah.
He came out here, and he had ridden it one time before that, back east, or what?
Yeah, Jackson and I rode in New Hampshire a little bit. He's the man, actually. He's got all the good things going for him, good head on his shoulders. He's a young gun. He rode both my bikes back east. He scraped the 03, tore it up on the Pineapple, and then was coming out west with his father. And they were going to come for a Tahoe shit show, and he ended up riding the gold bike. He's more comfortable on that and parked it in front of everybody. It's pretty sick.
Seeing his pops there was sick, man.
Yeah.
Like that meant a lot to me. I was like, dope, dude.
It was
Father
cool.
son flying out here. He took second,
West
fucking
Coast,
absolutely
killing it
crushed
with
it.
all these guys. Like, I mean, Sean Sean Miller Time came out of Canada, swinging right out of the gate. We had like a bunch of killers. Joe and I and Josh Root, we just put on a show during Street Vibrations, the TSS Shootout, Tahoe Shit Show. We worked with Battleborn and kind of just collaborated and made it into this huge event. We usually do it at the Biltmore, but this year we did it at Battleborn. They let us take over the stunt pit, and we did like a 20-something person shootout, just kind of head-to-head contest, you know, with runs, and basically go out and give it all you got, you know, work the crowd a little bit. And it was cool, and it was basically kind of like an amateur style contest, and just kind of like gave a bunch of dudes like the spotlight for a little bit to come out and just give, you know, show everybody what's up.
Shit was fucking wild.
It's so wild.
We did stunt shows the Friday and on the Saturday, and dude, just absolutely wild. Fat crowds, good people, good times, phenomenal. And Jackson crushed. Canadian Slade.
Crushed.
Everybody that
crushed,
came
man.
out.
We had a
fucking
bunch of
smashing.
killers. Yeah, it was tight.
It's a very different thing when you put everybody in the pit like that. And that was a fucked up lot too. A couple pavement sections, cement right in the middle, a couple cracks.
So slippery. It was tough. I mean,
Jackson kind of clapped that fender on that crack one time. He said, clack.
Yeah, you know, he hit it hard. That's all good though, you know, like whatever. You kind of take that. You know, Jackson's a good dude. It was sick to watch him park the bike like that.
Very impressive downhill.
Yeah, he's literally 18, about to be 19 years old, just like manhandling that thing, you know.
Absolutely crushing it.
What does it mean to park the bike?
Park the bike, the tall boy T, dude. You know, you come in, however, knee knocker. Some of these guys are doing it out of sit down now. You know, some guys have the step plate, which is like a plate on the back of the fender. You know, you have your foot on the brake and your left foot on the plate, whatever. You come in, slow it down, ride the brake, and then get off the back of the bike, walk the bike, and then park the bike on the fender, standing up. You know.
Damn.
And then like
hard park.
yeah, hard
So
freaking thing.
She's like this, and you walk, park.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's lit.
it's lit.
Very, yeah, especially for him.
When
like,
you gonna park that bitch?
Man.
I think you can do it, dude.
Yeah, like it's, you know, I don't know.
One of the most iconic photos ever taken is JBreww going to do the walk it out and doing the fucking run it out. And
Yeah.
was that were you trying to park it, or you just
I
kind
wasn't trying
of
to
dove off
park
the back
it.
on
I
that
just
one?
I let the bike go, and that was that. Just down.
Well, so what I'm saying is you're on your way there, dude. You like just hold on to her, slow her down. You know, I don't know.
I think I almost had it.
I believe is what I'm saying. I believe in you. I want to see you hard park that bitch. Imagine JBreww just fucking hard parking the fucking pineapple at the brawl.
We try. The brawl's just fun. It's always different though when you're there, you know. Like everyone's like ripping so hard and like just doing the craziest shit, and then it's like usually we go way too hard the night before.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like the Sturgis brawl, how'd you feel about that one? How sick was that riding right there? Fucking that spot just seemed super
Sturgis
sick.
is cool because the crowd was like super cool. Harley Davidson got involved. It's called like the Brawl by Harley Davidson now, or you know. So that was cool to like ride in front of those guys, you know. Tear it up a little bit. The crowd at Sturgis was definitely wild. The law was cool there, but it's like, man, it's hard. It's just different. It's a totally different riding. I like riding streets and stuff, and then like riding the lot is tough, especially with like all the people there, you know.
Facts.
It's a different thing, but like we put on a show, threw up some smoke.
So your Sturgis experience, fucking 1 to 10 this year. What would you rate her?
8.
An 8.
8.
Fucking A.
Wow.
Yeah. 8. We're up there.
That's a solid score.
I mean, yeah, you know, I've recently judged the TSS shootout, so I feel like I have a pretty good idea of how I want to score things.
Nice.
Fucking facts. I give my Sturgis a 6.5 based on account of the limiter. So, you know me, Joe shouts out a lot, shoots out a lot.
Are we back
whatever.
out? Are we back on?
Yeah, we're back on.
We're live.
We're back
We're
live.
live. We're live.
Joe likes to shout out a lot. I just want to make a huge shout out to Culture and Cannabis. Obviously, they sponsor this podcast. Without them, I want to be able to do it. Make sure you check them out. Hit them up on the gram. Show some love. Show some motherfucking support. Also, shout out to Happiest Hour. Some new products coming out. These things are great. Wake and partake.
Yes.
Caffeine and terpenes, baby. So shout out to them. Appreciate you guys. Being sponsored and being blessed up and getting help and some assistance goes a long friggin' way. I feel like especially for a guy that rides and rips, JBreww, like fucking, you know, being tapped in and being able to get some help and some parts or whatever it is, like, dude, that's a huge blessing. Just getting fucking T-shirts sent to my house feels like a fucking crazy blessing, you know?
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I would consider that a sponsorship, right?
I think that anytime you get helped out and assisted, it is a type of sponsorship. I think that there's levels to it.
So, yeah, a few months ago, there was like this huge talk on, I think, Stunt News or whatever about sponsors and who's a sponsor. And basically, like, their main thing is you can't call someone a sponsor unless you're getting money from them. Which I personally completely fucking disagree with that. Because, okay, from a small standpoint, okay, let's say, like, you have your small t-shirt company, whatever. You have a couple homies that you want to hook up. You're giving them free shirts, yada, yada. You don't have the money to pay them. You don't have the money to, whatever. You're very small scale. You're helping them out. Okay. Then, but they're helping you out. Like that's, a hookup. So they're a hookup or a sponsor. That is a hookup. That's also like your homie. Technically maybe a sponsor, whatever. I
think there's value in it.
On a bigger scale, you know what I mean? It's like some companies that like I get helped out with and stuff like that, like, no, they may not pay me, but they're saving me money that I would pay for hard parts going onto my bike.
Yeah.
I consider that a sponsor, right?
Yeah, that's crucial.
No, they're not paying me, some companies do help me out, like with fuel costs and this and that, or whatever. There's only so many guys that are like getting paid to ride for these companies, you know what I mean? But like, I would consider that a sponsor. Like basically any help is a sponsor, right?
Yeah, well, I would just say from a business perspective that it's really tough to convert sponsorship dollars into ROI. So that's like why it's easier to give like products that you're going to have to use anyways than to just give straight cash.
Well, dude, all that shit holds value. Like, if you get sent a box of T-shirts and hats and you're wearing them, you're not having to buy that shit for yourself. You're supporting the homie, and you're feeling fresh as fuck. Like, those are all good things, baby.
I know. When was the last time
you bought quote
clothes?
unquote type of sponsor? Me?
Yeah,
my boy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Been very blessed, dude. Whether it's Shreddy's obviously been hooking it up and fucking been repping that. And shout out to Aaron and fucking Blake. Love you guys. And a lot of the homies have their own shirts. Like Smoke Job's got his shirt, and Sloppy's got his shirt, and Brew's got his shirt. I'm wearing one right friggin' now. I have my own shirts. Like, all that shit's just love, and being, obviously I'm the type of friend that wants to pay for it. I want to help my friends. Like when Jeff didn't want to buy a comedy ticket last night's show, but it's like, I want to support them by their shirts. But yeah, dude, I get blessed up and hooked up a lot. And that feels like a hookup from a friend. But if you're getting sent shit continuously throughout the months, like, there's a lot of value in
that's
that.
the thing, and I feel like that's why some people are sour about it, but it's like also some people will get this stuff, and it's like, it's not that hard. If someone's going to help you out, when you go on your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you tag people, tag those companies. That's it. That's literally all they want. And then, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's cool when you stay consistent with the same folks.
Totally, yeah. Loyalty
some
goes far. I'm
consistency
loyal
there.
to my soil, you know what I mean? Whoever's helped me out from the start and whatever, I stay true to that, and that goes a long way too with companies and everything else. You're not jumping around like you're with them for the long haul, you know what I mean?
Sometimes it changes though.
I mean,
And sometimes people have a better deal.
Yo, speaking of which, like, Culture and Cannabis funding this podcast. Like, without fucking Culture, I wouldn't even be able to have my own show. There's fucking value in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the way, we're doing another season, right? Next year?
Yeah, dude, we're doing
10
another
episodes.
season, dude.
Another
Why is
10
this-
coming
are we
your
wrapping
way.
this up right
No. Just
Fuck
no.
no,
What
no,
the?
no.
Don't
man.
even
But
say
is that
bro. Don't
not
say
a type
that.
of sponsorship?
I mean, yeah.
It feels pretty sponsory.
I mean, totally, yeah. And that's the thing.
I feel like I'm riding through Spawn City, dude.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I've been there.
That's the edible talking. How you doing?
That place is sick. Nice pool. Nice pool.
The wheels on the pineapple, though, from PM absolutely fucking changed the game. Huge shout out to them for giving you those and lacing you up
Yeah,
with those.
so, yeah, I crashed. I was running two
I
different...
crashed. I was running.
Again. No, but I don't know, yeah, I fucked up. I hit a guardrail. I zigged when I should have zagged. And yeah, I was like, hey, I need to get some wheels. Like, could you guys possibly help me out at all? And they're super cool dudes. The whole team over there, like Progressive, PM, Burley Brand. They're like, yeah, no, we'll help you out. And sure enough, I had spoked wheels. I was smashing them back because I kept bending them. I had a mag, kept pulling through mags. Kept just from doing rollers and just tagging her up and dumping her, and just ripping the bolts right out of the back wheel. And then they helped me out with wheels. And obviously no, they're not paying me, but that's a sponsorship.
Facts.
You just helped me out with like some super nice wheels. You just like elevated my bike. We just leveled up together. You know what I mean? Like I fully appreciate that, and like, you know.
But I think the money will come to the stunt community. I just think the eyeballs, the more and more eyeballs, the more and more opportunities to make money is.
Totally, and it is growing. Like there's so many kids that are like killing it. So many young guys coming up, and
somebody gets a hog.
that's like anything else. It's like, you know.
Well, it's crazy because like even on Instagram, dude, like kids are like riding. You know what I'm saying? Like remember that kid I sent you who's like 12, 13, who like rips around?
Dude, Ryan Hendricks.
Baby blocks.
Kid's
Baby
15.
blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
he's already wheeling a sporty.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Totally.
that, like kids like that. Like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of kids that want to be just like him, and they're doing it on bicycles because they don't have the money to get dirt bikes yet.
And not a lot of people do.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the stunt scene is absolutely growing on every level.
Yeah.
So it's like as it grows, right? As eyeballs comes on it, like maybe like even TV deals, right? That's when the money really, really comes. But until then, like getting free gear is like that means you're at the top of the game.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Why the fuck am I not vlogging my experiences? I was like, I could have
you
my
just
own
bleep
fucking.
yourself
I
out?
could, yeah,
Yeah.
I did. You like that?
He
you
does.
like that?
Honestly, he
Sometimes
does every
I
show.
can do that a lot, but sometimes I don't and do it that much. And right now, I'm doing it, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'd say
The
that's pretty
vlog though,
awesome.
yo, like think about it like this. And this minded me the other day. But you could pretty much vlog your shit. Like I'm about to go out and do a show soon across the country, and I'm fucking freaking excited about it. And if I vlog that and throw it on, that's part of fucking having your own show right there.
Totally.
Boom.
And
Done.
getting monetized and fucking, it's like boom, it makes sense.
Exactly.
Nick Moto said that to me the other day. He said, "Why aren't you vlogging shit? Like all these stories we're telling right now, like I'm watching them in my
also,
mind like a
like,
fucking
it is a
movie,
lot of work.
but I can't muster
lot
up
of
the
work.
words to
It's a
even
lot of work.
explain how fucking Onasickone it's been. And
You just
how-
have to
how
be-
how the Harley fucking changed my life.
You have to be shooting the whole time.
Shout out to that.
I think what I'm saying is like, yo, maybe we should just be vlogging it up.
It's so hard.
Fuck
though.
a
You gotta
TV deal,
understand.
like you
It's
can
hard
have
to-
your own
it's hard
show
to-
right now.
These
Technically,
guys
we
that-
have our own show right now. It's
No,
on
literally,
YouTube.
to the people that are doing vlog stuff, that is a lot of work.
It is a tremendous
It's
amount
a
of work.
lot.
You got to know what the fuck you're doing, or you know.
You just have to always keep it rolling, and it's like there's so much that goes into that.
Yeah. We need a
So
team.
much.
We need a
There's so
team.
much.
Sometimes it takes a team. There's a lot of
That's what
guys
I'm
that do it independently.
Yeah.
Brian, for instance, does all his shit, independently. JBreww takes his fucking GoPro, and JBreww will be at all these rideouts, and he's like getting the gnarliest angles. I'm like, was this fool on a movie set at one point?
Bikes and beats.
I'm like, Bikes and
Like,
Beats is on
comment, and
fire. Have you seen
subscribe.
BrewTube yet? Have you checked it out, my babe? You should probably get in tune with that and tap the fuck in and check that out. BrewTube's fire, so you feel me?
I feel you.
No, I feel you too.
Keep doing
That's-
Bikes and
that's what
Beats.
you're doing, I
What I'm
think.
saying is I'm gonna start vlogging.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting
Lock
at.
it up.
Vlog it up. Joe vlog.
All right. Where should we jump? What should we jump to?
I want to talk about Baby T.
Let's talk about Idaho.
Idaho, Idaho.
If we're gonna
Love
talk about
Idaho.
BT, let's talk about Idaho.
Idaho is a really special trip. What is it? 4 years now? This year was 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. Was it the third one? Are you sure?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
It was the third one. Whatever. Third, fourth.
I think so.
It was sick. It was stupid epic. Shows went fucking awesome. The day was lit. We
Yeah.
missed Tall Guy out there, but it was friggin' awesome.
Yeah, Idaho was tight. Went out there, all the boys. Arnie turned it up.
Arnie Wells, Baby T, JBreww,
Yeah.
Joe MC guy, me again.
And then we go to leave, and we go to this like Hooters style bar down the street. Like, what's it called? Do you remember?
I don't know what it's called.
Twin
All right.
Peaks.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
Twin
it.
Peaks?
That's it.
How
That's
do you
it. That's
know
it. That's
that?
it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Twin Peaks. We go down the street. We're there. Next thing you know, we're freaking doing picklebacks. That's like the thing, So pickleback. We're getting loose. And then we need to go back to the house. Well, Baby T, I'm like, Baby T, Joe's in my truck. I'm like, yo, Baby T, you should load the bike up in the truck. And he's like, nah, ride to the bar, ride home. But we took his bike there in the truck. So anyway,
He forgot about that part.
so we're like, all right, fuck it. So we leave, remember? And then we leave this place. Just weighing it down.
I'm
But
like-
we're on like a side street. Then we pull up, and Joe and everyone's like, dude, you guys need to chill the fuck out. Like, chill
We're
out,
only like
chill out.
6.9 miles from the Airbnb. that
We're
were
so
staying
close
at.
to the house.
We're not far. We're 6.9 miles.
So
And yeah, they're loading it up and dumping it. And I'm like,
It
I'm
was
pretty
actually, like,
sure
six
all those
miles-
pickleback,
like,
joy. I was like, I don't know if we should
we're
be
like this.
fucking destroying the streets.
We're like crossing the lanes. We're like fucking tired of tires. Like,
I'm out in front. I'm just seeing headlights do this. I'm like, oh fuck, they're really getting after it. They're loading it up and dumping it.
and then everyone's like, you guys need to chill out. We're like, all right. Like, we get to the main road. We're like, all right, like, chill out. So we leave, like, we're, okay, under that, we're going to chill, okay? We pull up.
We left the gas station.
We leave the gas station. This car pulls up. Cop pulls up behind him, right in front of us. The car takes a right. So we're at a T, okay? We're going straight through it. The cop lights his car up, pulls him over to the left. Baby T looks back at me and he's like, I'm like,
gives the nod.
I'm like, don't do it. And then he looks back and he goes, bah, and clutches up. Knee knocker. And the cops got this guy pulled over, like, cord him up the road to the left.
I'm right behind them,
'Kay.
lighting them up with the fucking lights from the truck.
So this is so insane. So Hunter draws back, does a scrape. He's got a brand new scrape plate, just lights up the whole street. These cops already have this guy pulled over. They look back and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it must look crazy from their perspective.
Give this person their ID, whatever, back, and they get in the car and they're coming back. They're U-turning. They're coming back. So Baby T just drops back again. Like nasty scrape, lights up the whole road. And the cop's coming up. Then all of a sudden, third time, he goes, bike goes, throws the bike down, fucking eats shit.
Pretty bad.
Eats shit, real stop. I'm on the road. I'm all, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. He gets on his bike, won't fucking start, right? Next thing you know, G.I. Joe pulls up in his Ford. Gets his wife's like, get in the fucking car. Yeah, this guy just comes running at him. Baby T's on his bike trying to jump. This guy fucking tackles him off his bike. Next thing you know, the cops are coming up. Cops fucking come up, jump on him, pull his hands around his back, fucking arrest him, dude. And they hit him hard.
Yeah.
They hit him hard. They hit him with, so we were like smoking a joint and I didn't have anything on me. So I was like, yeah, we like have a joint. Like, hey, man, put it in your freaking bar bag. I don't know. Possession or paraphernalia. He had papers, paraphernalia, lighter. Got screwed for the lighter. He got so many charges. It was so fucked up.
But through the mud.
In Idaho?
This is in Idaho.
That's the worst state to get caught
Totally.
with it.
Dude, they have a lot of laws there.
Yeah, no,
they like the law.
And they
there.
love fucking people up for weed.
Oh my God. So I'm all like, I don't even know. And my phone's dead. So like, I'm just driving down the road and all of a sudden I see this homie and his girlfriend. They're at the gas station. They're like, wave me in there. I'm like, all right. So I pull in. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, he's screwed. Turns out this chick's like a bail bondsman, bail bonds woman. And we're like, okay, what do we need to do? You know what I mean? So we end up like bailing him out of jail.
Damn.
Like at, I don't even know what time.
It was pretty late.
Oh my God. So then that was so insane.
It was kind of like one of those things that just like we were just so fucking sad about Baby T when it happened. When I drove past him in the truck. There was nothing I could do for him. I was like, pick up your bike, dummy. I was so frustrated with him, but
well, it's like, so the
Pick
point
up your bike.
hurry up, they're coming.
We're all so mad.
And I could see
I'm
the
like,
cops running from afar.
Dude, the one cop,
I didn't even know that Ford
so
F-150 guy was gonna tackle him on the
one cop
fucking street. But
like one cop was running, and the other cop was already U-turning. So the cop that was out of the car was like running towards him from the start. So it was just a fucking shit show about that.
you know that dude's been bragging to all of his homies too. Like, you should have seen I held this punk kid down, dude. I tackled him off of his bike, Bobby Boucher style, and held him down to the log out there, brother. Fucking weirdo, dude. Tied my boy down, got him caught up, man. Shit. It's not like the bike would have ran though. Do you remember how fucking smoked she was when we picked her up at the impound yard the next day?
The bike.
To have him out of jail and to have the bike. It wasn't.
next
It
morning,
wasn't
we were on
Mexico.
the
It
road
wasn't
at-
La Mesa, but it was still stressful.
Yeah, it was stressful. We made it happen. That was Idaho this year. We're coming back.
Damn.
We'll see you next year for year 4 or 5 or whatever.
I fucking hate
Funniest part,
Idaho.
actually, Joe's son was there, and so Arnie comes up to me and he's like, "Yeah, Joe's."
TJ was there.
He's
Tanner
like, "Yeah,
Joe was there.
he's like, yeah,
Oh,
T-Bone keeps
TJ.
telling me he's
T-Bone.
getting picked on over in the bounce house," and he's like, "We should go check on him." I was like, "Yeah, like, let's go check on him," because Joe's like running around like emceeing and like running the whole show. So like, we go over to the bounce house and Joe's there just throwing haymakers, laying kids out. Like he's in the bounce house, these kids are bouncing. This kid comes up, he's like, "What's up?" Like throwing this kid in the ground and yeah. And then we're like, "T-Bone." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "You hurt my hand." I was like, "We saw what you were doing in there."
He tried to play victim.
He said
after
everyone was like
DDT and all
bullying
the
him in
kids
there.
the
And he was in
bounce
there as like king of the mountain. He's just running the whole show, charging kids the entry at the door.
house. Comes up to me later. He's like, "Dad, they're being mean to me in there." I was like, "All your uncles came up to me and told me what you're doing in there." I was Like the one kid's mom came up to me and said, "You were doing too much, bro. Like, what are you doing?"
It was so fun.
He was on a full blown terror out there. That was awesome. I don't think Baby T should go back to
No, definitely not.
Idaho.
Definitely
Damn,
not.
fuck that.
Sometimes you can't go back.
There we go.
Idaho.
Idaho.
That was Idaho.
Idaho.
We made it
Yo,
out
also,
there.
we went to Colorado recently, to Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. Baby T and I and Holden. That was pretty cool. We went out there for the brawl.
Did he get arrested there too or no?
He did not. Actually, I almost did. So we get there and everyone's like, don't do any wheelies, don't do any wheelies, don't do any wheelies. Like, this place is crazy. They're all over it. So we're like in this farmland. I'm looking around. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are they talking about? There's no one around here anymore. So, like, Holden throws a wheelie, Baby T throws a wheelie. I throw up a wheelie. I look at Holden. He's looking back at me, shaking his head. He's going, tapping his head. Like, so, he's like looking like a monkey, like doing all this crazy shit. And I look behind me, dude. I just see a fucking crossbar right there. It's like sheriff right there. And I'm like, oh no. And I just got there. This is the first 10 minutes being on the bike. And I'm like, takes my breath away. So I get down and I'm on the bike and I see that he's behind me. So I kind of play dumb. I don't have mirrors. Like I don't have anything. Obviously it's like, you know what I'm doing, you know? So I'm on the bike and I'm like jumping on the seat and I'm like checking my suspension. I'm like slapping the side of it. I'm like, all right, I'm like trying to make sure everything's good. You know what I mean? I look back at it and I'm like acting like I'm adjusting some stuff. Whatever. So this goes on for a second. I just acted like I just like worked on the bike and brought it out to the street. You know what I mean? All of a sudden the cop just pulls over. U-turns around. The chances of that happening are, I don't even know. He literally pulled up to me while I was doing a wheelie. I literally thought, I was like, I'm fucked. You know, I drive for a living. You know what I mean?
You looked him in the eye in a wheelie? You just like looked
No,
over
I
at him?
literally seen his bumper, and I'm like, this is it. You know, Holden's up there having a seizure. I'm like, all right, like something crazy's happening, and then I just see him, and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. You know what I mean? And then we tore that place the fuck up all weekend. It was sick.
Everywhere that we go.
Okay, all right, I gotta tell this
Straight
story.
terror.
Actually, this is so funny. So, shout out to girls with hairy armpits. No offense. I know that's weird, whatever. But
It's a little fucking, it throws
Okay,
you off.
I don't care.
Shave the
whatever.
armpits,
All right,
yes, shave the
so
armpits.
we're at the bar. Honestly, that's so gross to me, but whatever.
Hair. Ugh.
Ew.
Grody.
Ew. No, so we're at the bar. We're at Four Corners Rally. Baby T is living the life out there, living the dream, yada, yada. This chick's in there. She's like this little hoochie mama. Like, she's with this dude. She's got this like little short skirt on. She's going around. She's like dancing. She's crying. She's getting it. She has the hairiest armpits I've ever seen.
Like
So-
they were danglers?
Dude, no, like, I'm like, my armpits are like kind of hairy. Like, hers were like
Bushy.
absolutely insane.
Ooh.
Ew. No, like, so gross. So I go up to Hunter and I'm like, yo, these chicks over here want to take a picture with you. And he's like, what? And like, we're with all the boys and we're like, this is like late night, you know, it's like pretty funny. And these chicks, I have pictures of it. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, these chicks over here, they want to take a picture with you. He's like, what? Yeah, they kept looking at me. I was like, yeah, go over there, say what's up, take a picture with them, you know? And he's like, really? Really? I was like, dude, yeah, quit being a pussy. I was like, go do it. So he goes up and he's like with these chicks and he's all like got them both around his arms. This girl's like hanging out. She's just fucking armpit hair just hanging out. Like,
Oh, on his shoulder.
I don't know. Like, that's weird to me. I don't know. Like, right? We shouldn't be talking about that, but maybe some people might be offended by that. I don't really know. But if you're a chick, shave it, please.
Was she a beautiful girl? Like, cause sometimes it'll throw you off. Like a good looking chick will be like, you know, and then be like, and you're just like, ooh, wolf pits. I don't like that. My wife shaves her pits. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we started living in the woods and she fucking grew them out, I'd probably be fucking licking her armpit hair. So
Okay.
that's just
All
me.
right.
That's just me.
Yeah, I'll hang with you on that one. No, but that was pretty funny. That was honestly one of my highlights of the trip there.
That's hilarious.
We had a
Ding
good
ding
time.
ding 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 ding.
Colorado was
That's
tight.
what
It
I
was
feel like we've
cool.
been doing, talking about all these stories this year, because you've just been like a fucking pinball bouncing all over the country, Jeff.
Me, I'm like a pinball anyways. I can honestly.
I
can't
know.
compare
No,
anything.
yeah, we can tell. Ding 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 ding. Facts. Vegas.
Vegas. Holy fuck. We just went to Vegas. We were in Vegas for less than 24 hours. Baby T and I, we left California. We rolled out. We got there. Afternoon. We made it in time for practice. We went out. We tore that place the fuck up. We were throwing smoke. We were throwing it down. You know, we had a couple drinks. Then next thing you know, it's the hood ride. We go out, Vegas hood ride. Baby T couldn't make it. His bike wasn't running that well. So he took my truck. He went out. I went on the hood ride. Checked Vegas out. Super tight. Get off the ride. We link up. We're at Hogs and Heifers. It's a bar.
Yeah.
Sick name.
It was tight.
Hogs and Heifers.
We're having a good ass time. There was like such a good crew there. And then Sit Down Steve shows up.
Hey, it's me again.
Which I haven't seen Sit Down Steve
That's
in so
tight.
long.
When Steve
So
pulls up,
Uncle
that's
Steve,
sick.
Uncle Steve,
Uncle
Uncle Steve
Steve.
shows up, and now it's like, all right, well, we're thinking about going home, but here he is. We're gonna level up. Let's get after it.
Got
then,
to. That's mandatory.
Then we go out. You know, we're having a fucking blast. Solid crew of us. We go to this other bar. Baby T's doing backflips. He's probably done like 69 backflips all night. I actually paid money to get him whipped by a woman. Out there, when like a street performer, she's just like cracking it, and I was like, fuck him up for $20. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was like, dude, please do it. I was like, I just paid $20. Like, you have to. And then he did it. The biggest well ever. But so Sit Down Steve shows up. We're getting Baby T to do backflips. He does a backflip. Literally, it's like wet, like turf, whatever, astroturf, whatever. Does a backflip, comes down, breaks fucking leg. He's like, oh, his foot is like this. He's looking at it in the video. He's like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah. And then he's like this. He's like, puts it back. And then he's just like, oh. And then we go to the hospital.
Dude, he does just grab that motherfucker and just snap her back
he
in. It's
just
like,
grabs
ah.
it and I'm like, all right.
It was cranked.
It was disgusting.
Damn.
So we go to the hospital. I don't even know what the fuck's going on in the hospital.
Bad luck.
Dude, he's been taking some L's, dude. I feel for the boy.
I know. It sucks, dude.
He's like, we had a show that weekend. He was supposed to come back and ride the show, and he's like, it's not that bad. My heel's grenaded. It's in a million pieces, and both my legs that go up, my leg to my knee, are both cracked all the way up, but it's not that bad. And I'm like, what? Sounds like a fucking terrible injury, dude.
Yeah.
Needless to say, he rode around a fucking TTR 125 with David D. and
Ripping
Doug a
wheelies.
lot. Ripping wheelies, fresh in a cast, in a soft cast. It looked like if he banged it against anything, it was going to be the most painful thing in the world. Sometimes you do a backflip off a picnic table and you snap your fucking leg. Sometimes you get a fucking pipe burn because you're riding around your dirt bike with your chick on the back, going up tabletop lips and stalling at the top of the lip and then falling backwards and burning your leg, and it's so hot that you don't even know it's burning you until after it's already burned you. Moral of the story is sometimes you get injured and sometimes it'd be like that. Baby T though, man, fuck. Love you, dude.
We love you, dude.
You'll bounce back.
If at first you don't succeed,
First you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Dust it
yourself
off
up and try again, yeah.
How the fuck did you go to Vegas and then somehow leave
Okay,
super
so, oh my
disciplined?
gosh,
So
this
you go
is
to
also
Vegas, you do the
all
brawl,
right.
then you're disciplined enough to fucking leave Vegas to rip
We're
back
to
from the
Vegas.
show.
We're
I was a little nervous
We're at
about
the
it, I'm not
hospital
gonna lie.
till 6 a.m. We went to Red Rock Harley. I set my hammock up. JB Stunt's truck, my truck, Ford Power. Set it up. I slept in my hammock for like an hour until Dyna Nate comes doing limiter donuts under the hammock. He's all, I'm like, all right, remind me of Joe Sturgis. And I was like, all right, I'm up. So I'm on no sleep. Here we are. Now we have to do the brawl, possibly the worst parking lot I've ridden in my life.
Yeah, you definitely hit me up. You're like, dude, the lot's fucking challenging, man.
It
Can't link up in the front.
sucked.
Like, fucking everything's
I just
slick,
like
slick Rick.
It wasn't all there. It wasn't there. And the thing is we pulled up and practiced. And everyone's like, "Fuck, this lot sucks." I didn't written it. And everyone's like bitching about it. I'm like, so obviously it's like, well, then that's in your head. It's like this is gonna suck. Or then I'm like, hey, baby, I'll grip up. But nah, it didn't really work out. Like no front brake stuff, whatever. Which some of you want to hate on that? Well, too bad. Lighten it up.
You were able to get
Come
the
in
front brake on a
swinging.
little bit, huh?
So we did it right. And the funny thing is I almost got in the top 10 at that one, which is absolutely insane because I possibly rode the worst I've ever ridden at any brawl I've ever.
Really? That just says a lot about the lot, in my opinion. Like,
I don't really know what this
means everybody was fucking getting tripped up, slipped up. If you rode bad, if you felt like you rode bad there,
I rode horribly.
were you hungover?
No,
Okay, good job.
I wasn't. I was just tired.
Tired riding in a sketch lot. And you almost broke top 10. Were you 11th?
I was 11th.
Wow. One away from top 10er.
Yeah, we got in the mix one time.
Well, dude, it sounds like you made it to all the brawls this year except for Daytona.
Totally, yeah. We've been up in the mix.
How did you not rage in Vegas? Super
Vegas,
heavy.
that was tough. Well, basically, because like we obviously had something to do, we had a show in Tracy Sunday. So it's like we're going to Vegas. Baby T and I are leaving. We need to get to Vegas. We both had work. It's like get off work, make it to Vegas for practice. It's like leave Thursday night, half-ass sleep in the truck, or just leave super early Friday morning, make it for practice, hit practice, go on the hood ride, compete, and then roll out and make it to Tracy for Sunday.
Such a sick little schedule. It's like, all right, we got to do this, 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 and this. Fucking execute all of them. That's awesome. Meanwhile, Baby T's got a fucking grenaded ass leg.
Oh my God, it sucked.
He had to ride back, dude. I can only imagine the song that was playing in the background. It's like, bartender, I really did it this time. Did a backflip and broke my fucking spine. I went to Vegas to do the brawl. Now I'm sitting here and my foot is off. Poor guy.
Oh man,
You're just like, let's go to Tracy. And he's just fucking sitting there with a broke ass foot.
it was tough. Well, then, so we didn't get his pain medicine at all. And it's like, whatever. But I'm like, we should take care of this now. Well, we didn't. He's like, I'm good. So we get back to California, 8 hours away. And
Wait, time out. He rode all the way back?
in the truck without pain medicine. At all.
What?
Yeah, and this
Bullshit.
is like right out of this. So it's like, obviously, just, if there's going to be one time we're going to be a piece of shit.
It wasn't
do
in a
it.
cast yet?
No.
On the ride home?
Just wrapped up.
So who did the rapping?
His doctor out here.
Oh, okay. So he did get it looked at a little bit,
Yeah,
but he didn't do anything.
God bless you.
Salud. Salud.
Let me roll one
I'm gonna have
more.
to pause this thing.
Bless you.
We're good.
Okay.
No, sometimes you sneeze.
So
okay.
I take him to he's hurting on my couch. And I was like, I was like, dude, you got to stay ahead of the pain. Once this comes, it's going to hurt. I've broken a lot of bones. He wakes up and he's like, son of a bitch. I was like, all right, let's go to Rite Aid. We go down there. Like, yeah, this is this is a Nevada, like, prescription. Like, we can't get you this. And they should have done that there. And like, you can go to Reno. He's like, fuck that. I'm not going to Reno. So like, then that didn't work out. So then he just toughed it out. And then he just had his surgery finally. And now he's on the up and up. Although I saw his foot yesterday and it does not look. So the funny thing is, he hits me and he goes, oh, I'm walking. I can put weight on it. I'm like, this is 2 days ago. I'm like, that's weird. Have you done any PT or anything? No, I can do it. Then he goes to the doctors and gets his stitches out or staples out yesterday. His foot's the size of a friggin' watermelon. I'm like, you are not good.
The scar's pretty fucking gnarly too.
It's disgusting.
They kind of had to open up the whole side of his leg from like the ankle up, like halfway calf. It's pretty fucking gnarly.
Jesus.
I'm glad he got the surgery though. Some guys be getting injured, they don't even get shit checked out. Like I know you said earlier, your knees all twisted, popping out. Like I feel like when I'm injured, dude, I gotta address the fucking situation here. Insurance, no insurance, whatever.
Yeah,
like some people be
usually,
letting
yes.
these injuries go.
Yeah.
What you got to think about it. Sometimes you just got to go bite the bullet and go get checked out. Because later on down the road, when your old ass is fucking like, I can't walk, son, I'm sorry. It's like you should have just fucking got it addressed when you were younger. You know what I mean?
Wait, when was this? When did he break his leg? When he was in, like what?
1 month ago.
Was that when you were there?
1 month ago.
No, Joe wasn't there.
I was not there.
We were literally like,
But I was just there.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
And then we went to Tracy. We did the show in Tracy, and it was tight. And like Tracy was sick. We're at Shane's compound. We go to Tracy. It's gonna be me, Baby T, Tall Boy, Holden, Corey Jasinski.
Yeah, definitely sick crew. Sick lineup.
So we show up, and like all the local cops are like down with this, and they have like a sick ass pit bike track. So like we're gonna go. We're gonna throw this party. They got a DJ. They got vendors, food, music, everything. Pit bike track. They do open practice every weekend. So we show up, and like all local cops are down with it. Well, the CHP heard about this party on the radio, and CHP shows up at 8 a.m. We didn't get home from Vegas till 3 or something. I'm not sure because like I had to take a couple breaks on the side of the road, and then I had Young T fucking push out the last hour
With a broke ass leg.
with a broken leg. So we get home. We slept for like 2 hours. Grab Michelle. We hop on the road and send it down to Tracy. Get there, and they're like, yo, like, CHP showed up this morning. We can't ride in the road anymore.
we're doing a driveway show.
They
And I'm
shut it
like-
the fuck down.
So I go, what? I thought they were joking. I was like, so tired. I was like, yeah. And they're like, no, seriously, like fucking, let's go. See you in the driveway in a minute. So we go to the fucking Shane's driveway, which is like 50 feet long.
To elaborate on the story, because this is fucking phenomenal. Stunting in the street on the first day we got there. Tall guys in the street slaying, and just getting some practice laps in. People ripping 110s or whatever. It's like getting pretty sketchy. Everybody comes off the street. CHP pulls up, and this cop jumps out the car, and we're thinking that this dude's pretty fucking cool. He's just like, oh yeah, man. All right, cool. Sounds good. Nah, dude. He went back to the fucking hornet's nest, dude. He went back, told all of his fucking cop buddies, like, yo, these guys think they're doing this, this, and this on our street. We were just going to shut it down fucking outside, just do a fucking stunt show in the streets.
Which is like also in the middle of nowhere.
So we thought we were good. And
No,
Tom Petty,
yeah.
going for Congress, shout out Tom Petty. He was co-signing the event, so we name dropped and we're like, Tom Petty. To that first cop CHP. So we thought we were golden. 8 a.m. the next day they roll up. They're like, hey, you can't do any of that. And I'm like, well, that's why the fuck we're here. I was like, what are we going to do now? Tall boy fucking light bulbs go bing. And he pulls me aside. He's like, yo, I know we got shut down in the street. He's like, kind of fucked. He's like, what's up with that driveway though? And I just like looked at the driveway and I was like, let me ask Shane. Went up to Shane. He's standing there with his boys. I was like, hey, so that just got shut down. Like, we're here to do our fucking job. Okay, we're here to fuck shit up. We're here to party. We're here to have a good time, and can't do it in the street. So what about your driveway? The fresh ass pavement driveway that kind of curves and comes up to your garage door. And he's like, fucking run it.
Insane.
Fucking run it. So thinking that we were all shot down and the day was gonna be shit, it went from fucking doing shows in the street, which I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't feeling the setup and everything that was going down. So when it got put in the driveway, I was actually super fucking stoked. It was like on the property. It was like, you can't fuck with us. We're in a safe zone. We have riders that can handle it. Yeah. Riding in the fucking driveway. Like, it was fucked. It was awesome.
Toll was laying out hand drags. This is like, there's people everywhere. There's no, it went from having like pretty setup to just, we're winging it, and we're in this driveway.
Felt like the late 90s out there, dude.
And like, people are just so fired up. But like the driveway is like pretty slick, but like these guys are gripping up. Just since he's doing no-handers. Toll's laying hand drags. We're doing circles. It's tough. We're throwing smoke, pumping tires. And I'm like, I'm sitting in the back. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, everyone's like, trying to get me fired up. They're like, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, it's pretty sketch. Like, it's short, I was like talking to Josh Root, Carl. I'm like, dude, I have to at least lay it back in here. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, wonder if I can wheelie. So I just tried to see if I could get traction. I did. And then I came out, just laid one back. It was like so slow-mo because it's like uphill scraping. I'm like, oh, God.
No room for error in that driveway.
No.
Absolutely no
Zero
room for error.
But that was tight. Like, everyone was like super stoked, and it was so fun.
The way that all came together, and dude, thank you so much for fucking ripping out the Vegas, being on point and on time, and ripping up, fucking coming back and being at the show on time. He fucking came out. He's like, "Wait, we're doing a show in the driveway?" I was like, "Yeah, we are, my boy." And he's like, "Dude," and I was like, "You got it, man."
God.
Next thing you know, my boy's
Oh
fucking
my God, my bike actually
standing
lit on
up.
fire. So, dude, the craziest thing. So, like, I'm so out of it anyways, and I'm like, just ripping Larry's and fucking, everyone's like pointing at me, and they're like, dude, like, your bike's smoking, like, and I'm like, no, I'm off. It happens. Don't worry about it. And they're like, nah. This kid comes up, he's like, dude, your bike is on fire. And I look down, and I'm like, oh my God. It's just like a huge flame. So I'm like, fuck. So I throw on the kickstand, like, everyone comes out, they're like pouring beers and everything on it, like water and shit. But like, it was just like so hot out there, like we're in the middle of nowhere, and my bike was like cranking, and then oil started spinning on my intake, and it like kind of pocketed up and lit on fire.
Sick.
It was nuts.
That's really rock and roll.
We definitely blew some tires in the driveway, dude. We basically covered every square inch of that
The
driveway.
craziest thing is Corey. So Dasinski shows up from Texas. Corey falls in Vegas the Vegas law. I can't tell you enough like how so many of our friends fell that weekend. All these guys, they're some of the best. Corey fell, Chase fell, Nate fell. Like,
Damn.
some top dogs.
like it shit happens, you know what I mean? But so Tasinski, he's like doing a coaster or whatever, goes back, falls, crushes his foot, breaks his foot. We don't find out until a couple weeks ago. This kid's got a broken fucking foot, rides the brawl, gets second in the brawl, drives all the way to fucking Tracy.
Drives all the way to Tracy, California.
California
With a broken foot.
on the Baby T program.
Literally drives to Tracy, does the shows with us, broken foot. He's changed tires with me. And he's a savage motherfucker. I'm like, yo, I'll change your tire. Like, you know, he's walking right next to me. Take the tire off, go to the fucking, we have the little Rabiconda. Shout out to Anthony for letting us borrow that. You know, breaking it off. Corey's right there. Then he goes to the doctor, ends up having a broken foot the whole entire time.
Dude, I didn't even
Second
know.
in the brawl.
I didn't even
full
know.
stunt show. You would have never even known. You know,
Animal.
Corey,
Corey's the
we
man.
love you to death.
Corey
He's
actually
also
gave me-
he's also a super big
we're
fan
we're at these
and
things.
friend of the podcast on the Onasickone podcast. Always giving me amazing feedback. Always supporting the podcast. Corey Dzinski, thank you for coming up, Tracy. Fucking hope that foot's healing up, my buddy. Fucking injuries, dude. Sheesh.
yeah.
Fucking dodging them out here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Holy fuck. Just a crazy year, dude. Just a crazy year. This is part of the show, though, where I like to call Fun Fact. Okay, it's Fun Fact Friday, if you didn't know. And if you didn't know, you're about to
Fact
know.
Friday.
Fun Fact Friday, the Joe Show on a sick one, which we are. I know I'm a little mellow right now. It's because I'm sober. Straight edge. California sober. But Fun Fact Friday. Tony, I know you're going to be excited about this one. This is a JBreww Fun Fact Friday because it is JBreww episode 2, and we are so fucking thankful to have him here.
Boy.
My boy was on Fear Factor.
What?
Did you know that?
What episode? What season?
I know, dude. You're going to Google it right now, dude. I want to watch it right now.
How old were
dude.
you?
Jesus.
Was Joe Rogan there?
Yeah, well, duh.
No, it was actually hosted by Ludacris.
What? That's odd. That's
Well, no, that's no, that's no. I just, I thought it was just the original Joe Rogan one.
Luda.
Where does
sick.
this come from?
This is Fun Fact Friday, Fear Factor.
This is a new thing. That's cool.
I want to know if you had to eat a lizard or anything, dude.
What'd
I
you
didn't
have
eat
to do?
anything. Actually, didn't even make it through the first fucking round.
What happened?
What happened? I don't even know what I can actually talk about and not talk about, but if you want to come after me, come after me.
How long ago was this?
Is it
Years
even a
ago.
running show still?
This
They're
is
still
all
running Fear
bullshit.
Factors?
I don't even know if it's a running show, but so check it out. So basically, I did this other dumbass show on MTV. It was a snowboarding show that had nothing to do with snowboarding. They
It was a
wrote,
drama show?
you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't,
Wait.
don't
Wait,
interview
you were
me.
on the MTV?
I was on an MTV show.
What MTV show?
Winter Break, Hunter Mountain.
And what was it was like a reality TV show?
Reality TV show, supposed to be about snowboarding. It had nothing to do with snowboarding.
What were you guys doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Were you guys just all talking shit? Like
Basically getting
confession
drunk
room?
and getting mad at each other. It's basically like jail except worse.
How many episodes?
8 episodes.
And you were on all 8?
Every episode.
Is it viewable today? Where if people want to
It
go
is
watch this,
viewable on MTV.com.
That's so
Actually, I'm not exactly sure about that. No, like it is though, because like some people hit me up because like honestly, this girl and I, Alessandra, we beef tough, and like her and I are super tight now. But on the show, like I hated her guts, and I said some fucked up shit to her, and like girls would hit me up, I'm like, you can't talk to girls like that, and I'm like, listen, you don't even know what the fuck I'm fucking dealing with over here. Like, it was also insane. It's like you go on the show, like you think like I thought I was gonna be on this like. Now we're so sidetracked. Here we go.
No, we're not.
No, this is
Fun Fact
amazing.
Friday,
This is
motherfucker.
amazing.
This is the Joe Show. I do whatever I want. This is Fear
So-
Factor. But we're on MTV first.
Yeah, MTV then Fear Factor.
Okay, so
Was it a
basically-
cabin? Was it Cavany? Was it Nookie in the house you stayed in?
Where was it at?
New York.
Like
They put 8
upstate?
strangers in a house, basically like real world. I was told it's going to be a snowboarding show. It had nothing to do with snowboarding. We're on a snowboard hill. There's nobody in town. The first day there, I knew that I had been tricked. And I was like, this is so fucked up. And I called my mother, and I'm like, Ma, you need to come pick me up at the grocery store right now. And then all of a sudden the phone's like, and I'm like, this is fucked. And honestly, it's so fucked. And honestly, I don't know how much I can actually really talk about this because I apparently signed a lot of stuff that when I was drunk, and I don't remember any of that.
Wait, how
like-
long ago was this? Like, what year is this?
How old was I? How long was this? 6 years?
That's not that long ago.
Like 2017?
It was a long time ago. All right, Tony, Tenderoni. So anyway,
This is
Last
recent.
year?
Yeah, this is
No,
recent.
it was a little while ago. It was a little
I
while ago.
get into this thing, and they tell me you know, I go there and I'm in this hotel and like you can't see anything. I'm looking through. So I'd gone back and forth to LA over and over and over again. And I'm looking through my people, like trying to see because you can't see anyone that's going to be casting for the show. I'm looking through my people. I'm all like, who's in here? You know, like yeah. And I'm looking at these fucking total fucking goobers walking in the hallway, and I'm like, oh god, like this is gonna be fucking insane. Next thing you know, we're in New York. I made it to the finals. They're gonna cut half these people out. Yada yada. I make it through. Go into the house. I walk into the house. And, like, I'm friends with these guys now, but this kid, he's like, yo, what's up, dude? Like, you ever done a back 3 nose press? I'm like, no, I don't think anybody has ever actually done that. I don't even know if I can do that in any video game, you know? And I was like, oh, this is fucking insane. I was like, dude, fuck this, you know? So this whole thing. So I end up getting wasted. Flip out the first night. At everybody. I tried to leave. They wouldn't let me leave. Apparently I signed a contract that I don't remember signing when I was drunk. And then, continued this for the whole entire time.
Wow.
30-something days.
Oh, fuck.
No music, no weed, no TV, no internet, no nothing.
Oh, damn, you were cut off from all that.
They just give you alcohol and they make you go crazy.
There's no challenges or anything?
Challenges? Yeah, like waking up every single day.
Like there was no point to the show other than just like drama in a house.
So basically, yeah, like that's kind of what they're going for. And
Entertainment.
I guess.
so like I did some funny stuff in there. So like I got pretty bored. Like, you know, I wake up early. It's like you take me out of work and this and that. And like also, I can't, dude. You kind of think like, yeah, you're on this. They're gonna take care of you. They don't take care of you at all. You gotta take care of you gotta float your own boat the whole entire time.
We're like eating food and shit?
All that shit.
Yeah,
you're
peanut
like,
butter
oh,
and jelly
like,
sandwiches.
This is gonna be legit, like, but it's not. And so smoking weed and stuff. I smoked weed the whole time. So this is actually fucking nuts. So listen to this, dude. Oh my god. All right. Backtrack. So I'm in the airport. Yada yada. Get out. I see this girl Taylor. She's from Chico, and she has a snowboard. And I was like, "Why do you have a snowboard?" And she's like, "Oh, blah blah blah." And this is like craziness. I don't even know. I shouldn't be talking about any of it. Whatever. So
Fun
I'm
Fact
like,
Friday, baby.
crazy shit, you know. She's like, yeah, I'm doing this TV show. I'm not really supposed to talk about it. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, so we had to go on the show and pretend we didn't actually already meet at the airport. You know what I mean? Because like, why do you even have a snowboard right now? So anyways, we go back to the hotel. I go out to this karaoke night. They tell me I'm not allowed to leave. I go out in Albany, New York, get hammed. Next morning, I'm supposed to have a private driver. Well, this private driver, his son works at Squaw at the Plump Jack. He's a bartender. So I get in, and this guy, he's like, hey, I know you're like kind of doing this like assigned drive, but I have to pick somebody else up. Do you care? And I was like, no, I don't care. He's like, you're not going to say anything, are you? I was like, no, I don't give a shit. Like, pick him up. So he picks this guy up. He's like, yeah, I got weed. I got this. I got that. Yada, yada. And I was like, cool. Well, I just came across the country, so if I could get some weed, that'd be sick, you know? And he's like, yeah, I got you. Like, so we stop at this guy's house. And then they're calling, like, hey, where is he? Yada, yada, yada. So I have this weed. Now I'm remembering so much. This is about to get intense. So my cab driver. So we get into New York. Yada, yada. We stop at this guy's house. Smoke a joint. We each buy some weed. I think we split an ounce, okay? Me and my cab driver split an ounce. So his son works in Tahoe. This is how small of a world this is. It's a small motherfucking world out there, okay?
Big small.
So we split this, yada, yada. Show up. I'm fucking ripped. We show up. They're like, yeah, okay, we're checking him in. Yeah, okay, JBreww, yeah. Cool. All right, we need to go to the front desk, check in. They're going to give you your room. And then they're going to come search all your stuff. And I go, what? They're like, yeah, you're going to check in. They're going to come search all your stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm like, they're going to come search my stuff. So I'm like, sick. So I go into the room, and all of a sudden I sign in. And they're like, all right, they'll be back in a couple minutes to search all your shit. So I just bought this weed with, like, the little money that I had. And I go into this hotel, whatever. This is like a ghetto-ass hotel in New York, okay? Small-town New York, okay? It's where, like, Danny's from and shit and Eric.
Yeah.
And I go in, and I go into the room, and I, like, right away, I'm like, fuck, I need to hide this weed. Like, and I'm looking, I'm, like, in the trash can. I was like, fuck, under the bag, they're going to find it. And, like, pulling out the drawers, I was like, they're going to find it. So I go in the bathroom, and they have, like, the old, like, tile ceiling, like, you know, the old,
yes.
like, you like, push them up, and you can hide stuff up there. Okay. So
You can hide your shit up there, man.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the push
You know,
up.
basement, you know, so
yes,
you go in,
you
it's
push
like
it
the
up,
old
yep.
tub, you push it up.
Yep.
It's on, like, the aluminum runners.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, my God. So I go in there, and I sit on the toilet, and I push it up. And I'm like, jackpot. It goes right up. Throw the weed up. Can't get the thing down. I'm trying to get it down. I'm trying to get it flat. And then all of a sudden, security, we need to search your stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm all, finally, I'm like, it goes. I was like, fuck. I was like, they heard that. So then I open the door for them and they come in. It's a bunch of G.I. Joes, dude. They come in, search all my shit. They're taking my pants out, my snow pants, like my whole snowboard bag. They're going through it, searching my pockets, everything.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, this is weird.
Why are you getting searched like
Yeah,
that?
this
It's like
is weird.
It's like 6th grade camp.
Yeah.
Middle
Insane.
school camp. Like,
Absolutely insane.
Like, don't
time to
they want,
get up in the morning. Like,
they
fucking
want you
running
smoking
it was
weed on this
boot camp
MTV
at that
show?
moment.
No, they don't. So they didn't even go through. They didn't even go into the bathroom, which is crazy. They went through everything. They went through the drawers. They went into my pants. They checked all my stuff, my snowboard bag, everything. They didn't even go in the bathroom, and they left. And I was good, and I made it on the show. But the whole time on the show, I couldn't tell these guys I had anything. Okay, like it's like one man for himself, one man army.
Yeah.
But I smoke weed. Like I don't smoke cigarettes, but in the whole entire show, I smoke cigarettes because I was emptying out the tobacco and filling it up with weed in the bathroom. In the mirror, I had like this whole little goggle kit. Take it out, pack weed in there, go on the deck. About you can see it a couple episodes. I'm like cranking a cig. It's just total like canoeing down the whole fucking thing.
8 episodes deep, dude. If you haven't seen JBreww on MTV,
Yeah.
fuck. Would you do another show? Like, if I
Never.
tapped in and was
Nah.
like, yo, I got this guy. His name's JBreww. He's crazy. And would you be on another show? What? Not even MTV, but just a show.
I don't think so.
Oh, fuck. It'd be sick.
I don't know.
though.
It depends.
I could produce a show for you both. Like
I actually
show
just
is your
tried to
show?
be an extra in Half Baked too.
I saw
That would be a sick one to be an extra
You
in.
saw that
Yeah.
on Instagram?
yeah.
Okay, so basically they wanted you to come in and then tap in and then pay money to be a monthly member to have them have your back, throw you up.
Yeah. It's like a union almost.
Totally, it's fucked up.
Actors.
If you want me, you want me. Come get me.
I'm right here.
Jeff Brewer88 at hotmail.com.
You still run Hotmail? That's fucking dope.
So how did that translate into Fear Factor?
So because we did that show, they put us on a Fear Factor. And okay, so dude, this is so insane. So to get our money, I don't know how much I can actually really talk about.
Yeah, fuck.
So I basically got conned into doing Fear Factor. I don't really give a fuck at this point. Going to Fear Factor, they're like, to get this last paycheck, basically, you need to do a Fear Factor. I'm like, cool. Because it's $1,000 an episode, so I go into it. I have only gotten half of this. And I'd be at work, and they'd be like, you need to come to LA tomorrow. I was like, LA? I can't do that. I have work. And like, you need to come tomorrow or you're not going to get this last check. So I'm like, cool. So I go to LA and record some dumbass shit, couple sentences, fly back. Stupid. And then the whole Fear Factor thing, I thought I was going to win. I was like, there's no way these guys are going to
I know. I feel like if you were on it tomorrow, you'd win.
You want some of this? 25 grand? So 25 grand. You're going there. You're going to win. What are you going to do for $25,000?
Dude, fucking all the fears on
Thank you.
Factor.
Okay, so I go there, and I'm going to do this. And what I have to do is spell Fear Factor in a fish tank, okay, with electric eels in it and some other weird water snake.
Fuck that. Salt water.
The electric eel was actually an electric pack on my fucking back. And I was getting tased the entire fucking time. I was trying to spell this. Words out now. How you doing? Come get me.
Fear Factor.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It wasn't
So I go
staying
there,
in
I think I'm
your
gonna
hands?
win this fucking money. I put my hand in this fucking tank. So my partner, Alessandra from the TV show, who we did not get along, she's sticking her hand in a snake thing. There's this crazy snake, which was biting people's hands for sure. Biting their hand. She has to get the puzzle piece. Hand me the puzzle piece. I take the puzzle piece. I put it in a pond, in a fish tank. It was like a 2x8 fish tank, okay? Spell Fear Factor. In the fish tank, there's electric eels. The eels are nowhere near me. I'm getting electrocuted from the back because this thing is on my pressure point the whole entire time.
And your hands are
It's all
fully
fucked up,
submerged in
man.
water.
You guys, you don't know until you know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Did that one air? Did they air that?
Totally, yeah, that aired. Ludicrous. It was me versus Johnny Bananas, Leroy from Real World. It was the Shredders versus the Real World. Bullshit.
Johnny Bananas was on the show.
So you know who that is? So I don't know who that is. So I'm in the hotel.
The only reason why I know about him is because
God.
as of late,
He had that porno on Pornhub. Did you see that?
no.
Who did he date from South Lake? What's her fucking name? Anyways, he's like this soft core porn, just like banging his chick from the back, and I think it's Hannah Teeter. I'm not sure.
Fun Fact Friday was a great addition to the
I
show.
know. Fear Factor, dude.
Man, I didn't realize that they were putting tasers on your backs and shit, though. I think it was just the electric eels shocking you into your hands, and then it was going to your back. But it's a long, long time ago. We're talking 10 plus years or something. It's in the archives at this point. 2 experiences that I can say I haven't done that I would have done for sure back in some younger years, 100%. This year's been absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't even think of a highlight for me. There are some things that I missed, and sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes you miss the fuck out. But
You were at everything, dude.
I wasn't at everything.
You're in Mexico. You were at Ride of Legends.
I was at a lot. But there was a few that I missed that hopefully next year I can, be better. I think that's the question I have for you ultimately is how do you continue to advance the already advanced sick year that you have? I don't think I'm into one-upping myself, but I'd like to think that my life is gradually going to get better.
So life's been crazy, obviously, since I feel like after Bruiser and then Danny and then Shuba, I've just been keeping it rolling and trying to stay completely busy, to be honest. And this year, I didn't really plan on doing everything that I've been doing, but just been sending it every single weekend. Things are kind of starting to slow down a little bit, but we're about to transfer into snowboarding and get after that. I'm super stoked to hit the snow this year.
you're hella good at snowboarding, huh?
Yeah, Jeff's very talented at snowboarding for sure.
I'm okay at snowboarding. Snowboarding is absolutely insane.
He's a humble dude. There's also a lot of extremely talented
Snowboarding's
motherfuckers.
insane.
And he, obviously he knows a lot of those dudes too.
But yeah.
TJ is TJ Tanner Joseph. Welcome back at the Trash Dash this year.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. So that brings me to my next point. Last time we were at the Trash Dash, winter is coming up. I'm super excited. It's like to transfer from riding season, and I'll ride it all through the winter, but to go through all that and then to go up in the mountains and do the Trash Dash shit. Tanner's definitely used the GU up there at some point. And recently, as I'm talking the last couple days, little David Dean Thug, Jimmy Dean, he must have heard something that I said. And this morning I wake up to him saying he dropped something and he says, "Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck." And I'm like, I look at the wife. I'm like, I don't know. And then I remember last night that I had said, "Oh, fuck."
Oh no.
Reflecting on something. So maybe Jimmy Dean will be back up there at the Trash Dash this year. And
I hope so.
are you going to snowboard a lot this year, dude? I love fucking going up with you and snowboarding. Snowboarding, dude, is fucking legit. I think we should get after it a little harder this year, dude.
Snowboarding means a lot to me. I actually live on the West Coast because of snowboarding. I just, I'm hurting, dude. My knees are jacked up. I got a dislocating kneecap in the right knee. My ACL is pretty smoked in the left knee.
Full send.
I'm actually I've been feeling really strong and healthy, but then last weekend in Arizona, I was doing a couple areas on my left knee. I don't know if it popped out or hyperextended, but it was wicked messed up for a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden felt good again.
I think the chances of Jeff getting that checked out by an actual certified doctor is not going to happen.
Probably not.
He's like, yeah, but I know this guy down at the fucking veterinary hospital that said he'll do an MRI on my knee, dog style.
A little cheap.
Cheaper, for sure.
For sure.
So much coming up this year.
For sure.
If you don't follow JBreww on Instagram, make sure you check him out on the Instagram. And I don't know, buy a shirt, support his program. I think that this year coming up, it's going to be even more Onasickone.
Yeah. Full send.
And
Let's go.
yeah, dude. Jeff, episode 10.
Thanks for having me back, guys.
dude.
Honestly, yeah. It's tight.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here,
Fired
Jeff.
up. High
Appreciate
five.
you guys.
Let's go. Oh. Come here, Joe. Come on.
Do it again.
Let me see your fingers. Yeah, had to get him on here. Episode 10 Onasickone podcast. Please subscribe. Please check it out. Hit me up on the gram. More shows to come. Tony, we got comedy shows coming up. We're going to keep those rocking and rolling. Like I said, sometimes it's good to chill out and be a little sober. And that's, can you tell that I'm not drinking right now?
Yeah.
Do I seem different?
You seem good. Healthy. Productive.
So I'm fucking looking like a little bitch, basically.
No, you look good.
No, I feel good. I feel pretty good. Definitely don't be afraid to fucking chill it out sometimes. Throttle back, if you will. Or just keep it revved up and keep fucking all the way up the hill. Thank you, Jeff, for being here.
Thanks.
Onasickone podcast.
Thanks for having me
Full-time
back.
Tony. Love you. Shout out to
It's been a
J-Light
moment.
Studios. Peace and love.